Hello! Yes, it's another video of dramatical murder. Oh, goodness. Alright. Wait, why is this saying new 3? Oh, is it going like in order? Like this was like the third new save, second new save. Sorry if my voice sounds like that. I'm sorry. It's not that I just woke up like last time. I just haven't had anything to drink. Alrighty. So basically, left off to go find Granny. And me questioning what the fuck I was. Alright. Jason is a ghost town fallen into ruin. Ever since it was designated off limits, it's become a dumping ground for all sorts of garbage. Piles of refuse, mold furniture to rusted trucks, adorn the carcasses of warehouses and factories. Of course, there's no one around. The place is eerie. We proceed quickly, clear leading the way, keeping a watchful eye on our surroundings. As I look up at a massive pile of trash, I remember something.
ここ、あのゲームに似てる。ゲーム？間違って一回ダウンロードしてから配信されるようになったゲームなんだけど、配信されてくるのがなぜかゲームじゃなくてデモムービーなんだよな。こないだ来たやつがおばあさんのキャラがコウモリに連れ去られるって内容でさ、連れて行かれた先がゴミ山だったんだよ。
So that's what it was? I honestly couldn't figure out what it looked like. I need to like enhance it.
確かにここはゴミ山ですね。
たまたまだろ。
Coincidence, bro!
俺もそう思うんだけど、なんか不思議だなって思って。
この先にゴミ処理の工場があるだろ。
Brother, they're like predicting your future. Noise shows us the map on his quail.
ありますね。
その工場がここら辺じゃ一番でかい建物だ。そこが怪しいってことか。
このまままっすぐです。
Clear jogs ahead of us. He used to take walks here? Talk about weird. Hey, I don't judge. As we pick our way between the mountains of trash, a massive building comes into view. That must be it.
待ってください。
Clear holds out an arm. Also, I want to apologize if you hear like a lot of background noise. I have no idea what they're doing outside, but it's something. It's been going on for like a few hours now. Maybe not a few, but like at least 2.
どうした？
聞こえます。います。あの中に。
聞こえるって。何も聞こえねえが。
I strain my ears to listen, but all I hear is the sound of the wind rustling through the trash. The clear seems deadly serious.
聞こえます。あの中です。
行こ
We approach the building cautiously. Reaching the wall, I put my ear against the concrete. There is right. Though faint, I can hear people inside. This is it. I touch the bag under my arm. Ren is sleeping inside. I stroke the top of my bag to reassure myself of Ren's presence. We're in a restricted area, so we deactivated our all links to avoid detection from the signals they give off. We soon find a metal door slightly ajar. Kojaku appears through the crack in the wall.
う。誰かいるな。
一気に行くぞ。
一応うちのチームのやつらも近くに待機させてる。向こうがどんだけいるかわかんねえからな。
On our way over, we decided that Kojaku, Mink, Clear, and I would be going inside. Meanwhile, Noise will monitor the local network and erase any logs of our intrusion. Noise steps back, then goes to work on his quail.
こっちは特に問題ない。
Hey, bestie! I walk up to Noise and watch him at work. Actually, I'm a bit curious. Like, what is he doing? He just keeps typing, eyes fixed on the screen.
何？
いや、どういう風にやってるのかと思って。
Right?
信用してないってことか。
That's not it, bro.
違うよ。緊張してるんだよ。集中してるのにちょっかい出して悪い。
俺は失敗とかしねえから別にいいけど、あんたこそ途中でこけるなよ。
わかってるよ。
どうだか。
Indeed. Still, it's my fault for interrupting him. I head back to the others.
ワクワクしますね。
遊びじゃないっつうの。
行くぞ。
At Ming's signal, Kojaku throws open the door. Several men, all in black, are standing in the middle of the room. They all turn toward us. In charge.
急に来た。
そう来なくっちな。ほら来い。
わあ
You too. Kojaku and Ming charge to meet the men in black. Claire and I follow a few steps behind.
コージャクさん。
Several Beni Shigure members enter behind us and leap into the fray.
おら。
Kojaku's sword never stops swinging. Even as he signals his men with a glance, he keeps knocking down enemies left and right. Mink, meanwhile, is silent and methodical, felling 2 or 3 men with each blow from his massive fists. Oh my god. Oh, but now's not the time to be weak. One comes after me, too. I try to dodge his strike, but his elbow catches my chin.
こんな。
He immediately launches another punch. I block it with my arm, but the punches keep coming.
つか、しつこいっつの。
Then I see his face. A chill runs up my spine. There's something wrong with his eyes. Oh, now you're noticing. Not the way they were glowing when you threw open the door. They're blank, like a doll's eyes. And I'm sure I've seen him before too. This guy's a member of Tri-Juice. He gets me on the shoulder while I'm distracted. He numbs my arm to the fingertips.
てえな、この野郎。
Acting on reflex, I throw a snap roundhouse kick. The blow nails him in the stomach. He falls over and crumples to the ground. These guys attacking us. Are they all Tri-Juice?
うわ。
Another fist flies at me from the side. I jump back, hoping to gain some breathing room. Oh yeah, what happened to Clear? Because he said he can hear me whenever I call, so... And I feel like if I look around, it's just gonna put me in danger.
クリア、大丈夫か。
はい、クリアです。大丈夫です、マスター。
I turn to see Clear facing off with a group of black-clothed men.
"暴力はやめてください!"
They made it look so serious. And that's like fucking all adorable. There's punch lays the man out flat. Well, whatever works. Meanwhile, my unease is growing. None of the guys we're fighting has spoken a word. The guy I kicked didn't even groan. They just keep coming, like zombies or something, and their eyes are blank and empty. I look around to see if the others have noticed the same thing. That's when I see Kojaku duking it out with several of them at once. No, because I'm not that strong. Come on now.
コージャク。
I run up and take position behind Kojaku. As the men swarm us, we fight them off. I with my kicks and Kojaku with his sword, though he only uses the dull side of the blade.
あま、こいつだ。ドライジュースの連中だよな。
So I was right. Kojaku noticed it too.
なあ。
なんだってこいつらが俺たちを。
Bro, if I knew, I would have helped you.
マスター、ここじゃない場所、もっと奥の方からたくさんの音がします。集まっています。
こっちはおとりか。
Mink immediately takes off deeper into the facility.
おい勝手に。ち
Before Kojaku can run off after Mink, the men they've already taken down rise up like the living dead. As he mows them down with the back of his sword, Kojaku shouts over his shoulder.
拉致が開かねえ。ここは俺たちがどうにかするから先に行け。
わかった。ありがとな。
There's no time to hesitate. I run after Mink and Clear. Wait, Clear what? I see a passage up ahead. Are they down there? Oh. Barreling down the hallway, we find our path blocked by 3 black-clothed men.
しょうがねえな。
イエーイ。
おい、さ、
Mink greets the men running toward us with his fists.
て、早くしろ、ガスマスク。お前はこっちだ。
なんでですか？僕もマスターと一緒に行きたいです。
Mink grabs Clear by the back of the collar and pulls him to his side. His eyes bore into mine, demanding a response. No. Bro says do it. Do it.
クリア頼む。ミンクの言う通りにしてくれ。
ここから先は下手なことされちゃ困るんだよ。
I'm definitely going to.
わかりました。マスターがそうおっしゃるならば。
Another black-clothed man rushes us.
イエーイ。やめてください。
とっとと行け。
悪い。
I slip past them and run full speed for the door at the end of the hall. Bursting through, I find myself outside. Before me stretches a wide, empty lot. A black van and a car are parked there. Several black-clothed men stand nearby. 3 people climb out of the back of the car, a small figure sandwiched between 2 larger ones. When I see the person in the middle, I shout, stupidly.
ばあちゃん。
2 men are holding her up by the arms, dragging her toward the van's open door. The remaining men see me in charge.
待て。
One of the black-clothed men stops them. Sorry. I don't know why my brain was like, I don't have to read that, right? I can't see his face beneath his hood. The man who spoke steps away from the group and walks up to me. Slowly, with both hands, he pulls back his hood. When I see his face, my heart stops. What's up, Brody?
まさかここまで嗅ぎつけてくるとはな。さすが青葉ってとこ。
Listen, he wouldn't be here if, he didn't take Granny. Literally.
水木。お前、なんで。ばあちゃんは。
Mizuki watches me as I struggle to speak, an eerie smile on his lips.
お前を探すように言っといた奴らを待ってたんだけど、代わりにお前がここに来たってことは、あいつら捕まっちまったのかな。
No. Mizuki, I know, would never look at me like that. The sneer of utter contempt.
お前、どうしたんだよ。何があったんだ。ドライジュースがいきなりみんな消えて、俺もコウジャクもすげえ心配して。
ああ、それか。なあ、聞けよ青葉。すげえんだぜ。俺たちドライジュースはな、あのモルヒネの一員として生まれ変わったんだ。
モルヒネ？
そうだ。伝説のチームに認められたんだぜ。他のリブなんて目じゃねえよ。モルヒネは神みたいな存在だからな。
それ、本気で言ってるのか？
当たり前だろ。冗談に聞こえるのか。これでドライジュースは絶対的な存在になったんだ。モルヒネ以外どこのチームも俺たちを超えることはできないってことだ。
Mizuki cackles, his mouth open wide. I can't believe it. This is the guy I've known for years. The men around him don't even blink. They all have those blank, doll-like eyes, almost like someone's controlling them.
水木、目覚ませよ。お前言ってることおかしいぞ。
はあ？何言ってるんだよ。おかしいのはお前の方だろ、青葉。お前、俺がいくら勧誘しても絶対にチームに入らなかったよな。リブなんざくだらねえって感じだったか？
そんなわけねえだろ。
だったらなんでチームに入らなかった？俺が真剣にやってるの知ってたんだろうな。青葉、今からでも遅くないぜ。しかも今の方がチームとしては格上になってる。俺たちの仲間になれよ。新生ドライジュースの一員に。
絶対嫌だ。
Then, I know how passionate Mizuki is about Rib. That's why I give such a forceful reply. This isn't Mizuki. He frowns for a moment when he hears my response, but that weird smile quickly returns.
あ、そう。そうか。まあいい。それならいい考えがあるんだ。アーバー、お前ってばあさんすげえ大切にしてたよな。
Yeah, why did you like kidnap her? Why did you do that? Mizuki grabs Granny by the arm and pulls her toward him, then presses something against her neck. A knife. Sweat, cold and clammy, rolls down my back.
水木、やめろ。
お前がチームに入るならやめてやるよ。
Granny squeezes her eyes shut, like she's preparing herself for what might happen. This only makes me more desperate.
ばあちゃんを離せ。
わかんねえやつだな。だから言ってるだろ。俺たちの仲間になれよ。
So did they just kidnap Granny to force him to join their gang? It's so stupid.
嫌だっつってんだろ。
あ？
Anger flickers once more across his face.
ただの脅しだと思ってんのか。
Oops.
どうせ口だけだろうって。いいさ。だったらやってやるよ。
おい、
ここで俺たちの仲間にならなかったこと、俺に舐めた態度を取ったこと。
おい、水木、やめろ。
Mizuki presses the tip of his knife to Granny's throat. No. Stop. Granny. Granny! I charge without a second thought. Reaching Mizuki, I grab his arm and look into his eyes. And then the world twists around me. I felt this before. That's right. In Rhyme, the noise forced me into that match. No, that wasn't the first time. I felt this even before that. A long, long time ago. But this is Mizuki's shop. But something's different. It's packed so full of customers that they can barely move. And they're all missing their faces. They have only bright red mouths, open wide in glee, tongues wriggling like worms. What the hell? Even stranger, I can hear every word of their conversations.
リブとかダサいし。やっぱライムの方が断然いいっしょ。みんなやってるしね。そうそう。リブはそろそろ飽きてきたよな。これからはやっぱライムでしょ。リブなんてやめちまおうぜ。
Ew. It's kinda grating. The voices pierce my mind like arrows. The noise is unbearable.
なんなんだよ、これは。
There's no way this is real. Is it a dream, then? Am I dreaming? But now I'm certain that I felt this before. When noise pulled me into Rhyme. And before that, a long, long time ago. The voices drown out my thoughts before they can take form. Shut up, shut up. My head is pounding. The voices. Fuck. I'm going insane. I feel a warm sensation in my ears. When I reach up to touch them, something sticky drips out. It's slimy and black, almost like tar. Letters are floating in the liquid. What the? The words! They died inside my skull and became this black filth.
どうなってんだ
I really hope this is just a dream. But it feels so real. Either way, I need to find a way out. I look around, but just then I suddenly realize that I'm being watched. When I turn around, I see a familiar face pass by. A face. Amid the rows of featureless heads, this one has a face. I run after him. I push my way through the faceless babbling crowd, making my way to the back of the shop. The tattoo studio is through the store. I open it and dash inside. But when I step through, I find myself at Dry Juice's base. Why? I should still be inside the shop. The man who was watching me earlier is standing at the end of the alley, beneath the dry juice tag. His head is hung low. I approach him slowly. I don't know what's going on, but somehow I know who he is.
ミスキ
Mizuki slowly lifts his head. He looks ready to cry.
青葉助けてくれよ青葉
Oh. Suddenly the scene shifts. Now the tag is covered in black, and the alley is splattered with blood.
何があったんだよお前
俺どうすればいいのかわからないんだ
何がだ
ドライジュースのことだ俺はリブやってるのがすげえ楽しくて本当にリブが好きでだからドライジュースのこともすげえ真剣に考えてきたんだどうすればチームのみんなが楽しめるか嫌な思いをしないで済むかそう考えながらずっとやってきた家族みたいになれたらいいってそう思って
分かってるだからドライジュースはリブで一番でかいチームになったんだ
でももうそれじゃダメなんだよ
Mizuki looks down, falling his hands into fists.
ライムが流行ってからは全然ダメだみんな新しいことに夢中になってリブに飽きてそうしたら簡単に捨てちまうんだ所詮はリブもライブもゲームだみんなより新しくて面白いものを求めるでも俺は本当にリブがドライジュースが仲間たちが大事だったから離れてほしくなかったたかがゲームにマジになってる方がバカなんだろうけどそう簡単には割り切れなかった
Am I playing his therapist right now? Because that's what it feels like.
うちの連中もどんどんライムへ流れてって新しく入ってくるやつも減って俺が作り上げたと思ってた絆がバラバラになっていって
I grip my teeth. It's hard to see Mizuki like this. I always knew dry juice meant a lot to him, but I never really knew just how deeply he cared. Has he always been hurting like this inside? Why did I never notice? Self-loathing rises inside me. If only I talked to him.
毎日悩んででもどうすればいいかわからなくてそしたらモルヒネのメンバーだって名乗るやつが現れたんだ
モルヒネ
ドライジュースはリブで一番有力なチームだからモルヒネに入らないかって最初はうさんくせえし何言ってんだと思ってたけど実際にモルヒネのチームの連中とも会ってそれで俺これで大丈夫だと思ったんだあのモルヒネの一員になれると知ったらみんながライムに流れることもなくなるだろうってドライジュースに誇りを持つようになるだろうって 思って。
じゃあ本当にモルヒネに。
ああ、でもやっぱり間違ってた。モルヒネは俺が考えてたようなチームじゃなかった。モルヒネはあいつらは
水木。
そんな嘘だろ。ドライジュースはモルヒネの一員になるって、そういう話だったはずだろ。なのになんで。ふざけんな、畜生。
Suddenly, Mizuki screams. He falls to his knees, hunched over, clutching his chest in pain.
水木。
His head snaps back with dangerous speed. His eyes dart frantically about, and more screams pour from his throat. Sweat rolls off him in waves.
おい水木。水木。
I don't think calling his name is gonna help. I run up and grab him by the shoulders. What the? What was that? My head is pounding. What did I just see? I don't know. I couldn't see. Images. Memories. Is that me? This who I come to with a shout. Where am I? No, wait. This is where that black van and car were parked. Where's Mizuki?
やっと起きたか。
That voice.
ばあちゃん。
Why is Granny here? When I try to sit up, I realize I'm lying in her lap.
ばあちゃん。なんで。どうやって。
何混乱してるんだ。お前がここまで来たんだろうが。
あ。
That's right. Mizuki's people were kidnapping Granny, and I was trying to stop them.
水木は。
そこにいるよ。
I follow Granny's finger to see Mizuki face down on the ground. Kojaku, Noise, Pink, and Clear are standing nearby.
大丈夫か青葉。
マスター。
Oh, good. Everyone's here. Relief washes over me. Suddenly, my body feels like lead.
ばあちゃん。
なんだい。
頭痛い。
後で薬を飲みな。もう帰るよ。
うん。
Oh. There's nothing special about the words, but for some reason, they make me incredibly happy. Home. We're going home. I feel the energy slowly drain from my body. Before I know it, I'm unconscious. When I open my eyes, all I see is the ceiling. My room. Me too. Let's close my eyes again. I blink a few times and slowly reality sets in. Ugh. My head is pounding. I need my medicine. Propping myself up on my arms, I see Ren curled up on the edge of the bed. The sight is powerfully familiar. Everything is exactly where it's always been. I'm home. I reach out and stroke Ren's head before starting him up.
青葉。
おはよう、レン。
おはよう。具合はどうだ。
頭痛い。
そうか。薬を飲まなくてはな。
ああ。下行こう。
I get out of bed and pick Ren up, then go out into the hallway. Ow. I feel awful, like every step I take is echoing inside my skull. But when I catch a whiff of the smell wafting up from the stairs, I forget the pain for a moment. It's the smell of Granny's cooking. Granny, I'm so glad you're safe. I head downstairs, grateful that I can still feel hunger. When I enter the kitchen, Ojaku, Noise, and Clear are all sitting at the dinner table. Mink is sitting alone on the couch in the living room. The table's already covered with Granny's cooking, and my stomach is growling.
アーバー、起きたのか。
マスター。
ヨーレン、邪魔してるぜ。
ああ。調子はどうだ。
まあまあ、あんまり良くはない。
だろうな。
Ojaku nods, lets out a little sigh. Everyone seems exhausted for some reason. Well, I guess it's not too surprising. We did do something pretty insane.
水木は
水木もドライジュースの他の連中も病院に行ってそのまま入院だ。まだ意識は戻らないらしい。
そっか。
Back there, when I faced off with Mizuki as he tried to force Granny into that car, something happened. I don't know if it was a dream or what, but when I came to, Mizuki was lying on the ground. What the hell happened to us? There's only one thing I remember clearly. A vision of my past. I don't know why I'd forgotten it until now, but I remember. I remember that I used to play Rhyme. That explains why I knew how to fight against Noise. But why did I forget? The memories weren't just vague or distant. It's like the fact that I played Rhyme at all was completely missing from my memory. Is it really possible to forget something so cleanly?
起きたのか。
ばあちゃん。
Granny snorts at the look on my face, and sets a plate of food on the table.
手伝うよ。
これでしまいだよ。お前もさっさと座りな。
そっか。わかった。
I obediently sit in an empty chair.
ばあちゃん、もう大丈夫なのか？
人の心配する前に自分の心配しな。ぶっ倒れたのはお前の方だよ。
She's right. We saved her, but in the end, I guess I just made her worry. I pick up my plate, fiddling with my chopsticks to hide my shame, and take a bite. It's delicious. As my appetite reawakens, the gloom clears from my mind. The others can't stop eating either. It doesn't take long before all the plates on the table are empty. Mink is the only one who never comes to the table. After I take my medicine and my headache finally starts to subside, I turn to Granny. There's something I need to know.
ばあちゃん、聞いてもいい？
なんだい？
ばあちゃん連れてったのは、本当に水木なのか？
She looks down at the teacup in her hands.
そうだよ。向こうから声をかけてきたんだ。お前のことで用があるから来てほしいって言ってね。最初から少し様子がおかしいとは思ってたんだけど。そしたらいきなり口塞がれて車に乗せられちまったんだよ。
そうだったんだ。でも、なんでばあちゃんを？
She stays silent for a while, her face shadowed, before opening her mouth to speak.
青葉。それからお前たちも。まず、礼を言っとかないといけないね。あんたたちのおかげで助かったよ。ありがと
う。ばあちゃん。
今からとても重大な話をする。本当は話すべきか迷ったんだけどね。今もまだ迷ってるよ。けどこの先のことを考えると話しておいた方が良さそうだ。だからみんな心してよくお聞き。
Everyone gives Granny their attention.
まず水木がどうして私をさらったかだけど、あの子は操られていたんだ。
モルヒネにだろ。
そうだ。けどそのモルヒネってのはお前たちが思っているのと少し違う。これは私の推測だけど、奴らにはおそらく東映財閥の息がかかってる。
See, now didn't I tell you? I told you that they're working for the Toei Corporation. I told you!
東映の
この島を買い取ってプラチナジェイルを作ったおっさんか。でも、モルヒネと東映って何の関係が？
Granny stares at us for a moment, like she isn't quite sure what to say, and looks down at her teacup again.
私はね、もともとは東映が所有する研究所の研究員だったんだよ。
ばあちゃんが
Oops.
研究員？東映の？
ああ。その頃は本土にいてね。研究所と東映のつながりを知るのはずっと後になってからだったけど。東映はずっと昔から脳の研究をしていてね。私がやってたのは簡単に言えば脳の可塑性に関するものだった。脳機能が失われた場合の再配列の可能性、薬物の投与による影響や変化などを調べてたんだよ。それらは脳に損傷を受けた人たちの回復を助けるための新たな希望を模索する素晴らしい研究になるはずだった。だけどね、そうじゃなかったんだよ。東映の本当の目的は人の心を操るありとあらゆる方法を探ることだった。すべてそのための研究だった。たびたび意図が曖昧なプログラムがあるとは思ってたんだけど、その疑問が積み重なってね。そこには人間の意識を完全にすり替えるための方法論がずらずらと書かれていた。それを見たとき、私は生きた心地がしなかった。人を助けるためだと信じてやってきたことが、実は人の仇になるものだったなんて。それで私は研究の一切を捨て、研究所を辞めたんだよ。その後は東へと関わることなく、故郷のこの島で静かに人生を終えようと決めていた。だけど少し前から連絡が来るようになった。東へからね。子宮研究所に戻れという要請だった。けど私は拒否し続けた。東映に関わるのはもう二度とごめんだったからね。そんな私に業を煮やしたんだろう。奴らは強硬手段に出た。それがあのモルヒネだ。
でもだからってどうして水木がドライジュースが巻き込まれたんだ？
最近この島でちょくちょく若いのが消える事件が起きているだろう。それから薬物の中毒患者みたいなのがうろうろするようになった。あれは東映の研究の犠牲者じゃないかと私は思っている。どこかいじくられた人間をモルモットとして町に放ち、経過を見ているんじゃないかと。もしくは失敗した人間を解放しているんじゃないかとね。
I told you it was them. It's always the big corpo. Oh my god.
失敗した人間？
心を操ることに失敗して壊したってことだ。
じゃあ成功したやつはどうなるんだ？
そいつらは回収されてさらなる実験の対象となる。例えばさっき言った意識のすり替え、自由に操れる人間を作り出すためのね。水木に関しては私と顔見知りだったという点に目をつけられたんだろう。私が油断しやすいと踏んだんだろうね。
そんな研究をして東映は何をするつもりなんだ？このままだとこの島はどうなっちゃうんだよ。
おそらく この島の人間の意識をすべてすり替えるつもりだろうね。そうすれば東映が自由自在に操れる王国を作ることができる。心を操る技術をいち早く確立すれば他国にも売ることができるからね。この旧住民区はそういった目的で様々な東への手が入り込んでるのさ。ここ数年はおとなしくしていたようだけど、いよいよ本格的に動き出そうとしているのかもしれないね。
Does that mean everyone will end up like those zombies we fought? Mr. Haga, the Chapel Trio, Miss Yoshie, and everyone else.
止めねえと。
What you gonna do?
嫌だ。そんなの絶対嫌だ。
Granny looks at me with a pained expression.
まだ話さなきゃならないことがある。青葉、お前のことだ。
俺？
お前、私を助けに来た時に途中で気を失っただろ
ああ、うん。なんかすごいリアルな夢を見たんだよな。その夢の中で水木とも話したりして。
それは夢じゃない。お前が見たのは水木の頭の中だ。
え？頭の中？
Granny peers deep into my eyes as if searching for something.
今からとんでもないことを言うよ。そう簡単には信じられないかもしれないが、お前は人の頭の中に自分の意識を介入させることができるんだ。
What? Enter other people's minds?
私たちはその能力をスクラップと呼んでいる。
スクラップ？
お前の場合スクラップを引き起こすのは声だ。自分が少し感情的に語りかけると人がなぜか言うことを聞いてくれる。お前、そういう経験が多いんじゃないか。
So wait. I didn't Mink know about that.
確かにそういうことはあるけど。
お前の声には人を引き込む力がある。少し意識して使えばその声が相手の頭に働きかけて思い通りに動かすことができる。そしてお前が相手をより深く知りたいと、もしくは深く受け入れろと願えば、お前は相手の頭の中に自分の意識を滑り込ませることもできる。ただし、頭の中に入り込むということは、人間の肉体という鎧を介さず、無防備な相手の意識と向き合うことになる。その時のお前の行動、発言次第では、相手の意識を壊すことも可能になるということだ。理論。
It's too much. I can control people with my voice. I can enter someone's mind, destroy it. I don't even know where to start. It's like she's speaking a foreign language.
なるほどな。
Mink, who has at some point entered the room, is leaning against the wall, arms crossed.
スクラップは声そのものに強制力が働くからね。
じゃあ、あの変な夢みたいな世界は水木の頭の中だったってことか。
お前以外その世界を見ることはできないから何とも言えないけどね。多分そうだろ
う。俺その時に水木と話したんだ。水木はいつもの様子に戻ってて、いろいろ水木が今までどれだけ苦しんでたか、ドライジュースや リブのことで悩んでたかを話してくれて。
あいつそこまで思い詰めてたのか。
お前が話したのは水木の意識そのものだろう。嘘偽りの一切ない無防備な本音だけになった水木だよ。お前はどう答えたんだ？
Big rock. No, I'm kidding.
俺、なぜかその時、急に昔のことを思い出して、ライムやってたってこと、なんでかわからないけど、すっかり忘れてて。
Kochaku and Noise look at me strangely. I don't blame them. I spent the last few days insisting I'd never touch the game.
でもその、本音の水木と話してる時って、ライムとも、またなんか違う空間にいたみたいな感じで、よくわかんねえ。何がなんだか。水木、あの時何か言おうとしてたんだ。モルヒネは俺たちが思ってるようなもんじゃないって。でもその先を言おうとしたら苦しみ出して。
Granny falls silent, her brow deeply furrowed. The topic being what it is, her silence feels especially weighty. Everyone is eagerly awaiting her next words.
これは結果論だから決してお前を責めるわけじゃない。その時にもしお前が的確な言葉を投げかけていたら、水木、
Oops.
それって
ひどい言い方をするようだけど、お前のやったことは中途半端に水木の本心を引きずり出して放置したんだよ。素のままの意識は例えるなら皮を剥がれてむき出しになった肉みたいなもんだからね。とだから水木は今も意識が戻らない。そうなんだろう。
ああ、そう聞いてる。
水木には東へから罠と呼ぶべき刷り込みが行われているはずだ。例えば確信に迫る話をしようとすると頭が割れるように痛むとかね。引っ張り出されて放置されたところで東への罠が働いた。その
Congrats!
せいで水
You
木の
broke
意
your
識
friend.
は壊れてしまったんだろう。またこっちに戻ってこられるかは本人の気力次第だ。
そんな。
Mizuki's mind was destroyed, and it's my fault. The world goes black. My fault? No. Mizuki.
青葉、お前の力は使い方によっては人を壊してしまう。だからこそ自覚しなければならないんだ。いつかは話さなければと思っていたんだけど。これまでは私がいた。私というカゴがあることでお前を守ることができた。けどそれじゃあダメだ。私に守られたままじゃ、その力はいつか暴走して不幸を呼び寄せる。そうでなくてもいずれ東映はお前を見つけ出すだろう。東映が研究し続けているものがお前には最初から備わっているんだからね。奴にしてみればお前の力は喉から手が出るほど欲しいはずだ。今回の強行手段もそうだけど、東映は今後何をしてくるかわからない。だから青葉、お前はこれから自分と向き合わなきゃならないんだ。
How am I supposed to come to terms with all this? She just dropped it on me out of nowhere. Still, the one thing I do understand is that we can't let Toei get away with it. He'll turn the whole island into his private empire if left to his own devices.
もうすぐプラチナジェイルで特別なイベントが開かれる。内容は当日まで明かされないようだけど、イベントの中継は旧住民区でも流される。
どうして旧住民区でも中継するのですか？普段はプラチナジェイルからの情報は遮断されているのでは？
全体公開にしとけば旧住民区まで大っぴらに実験が試せるからだろう。
その通り。表向きにはそんな研究をしているなんて発表はしていない。けどイベントという名目があれば大々的に研究の成果を試すことができる。
成果を試すってどうやって？
歌、演説、光、映像、人を操る仕掛けなんてものはやろうと思えばどんなものにでも仕込める。
Which means we have to do something before the event starts.
とっとと乗り込んだ方がいいんじゃないか？プラチナジェイルへ。それこそ明日にでもな。
でもどうやって？
ゲートまでなら行く方法はあるよ。
そうなのか？
ああ。ただ、私は動けないからね。代わりに案内を頼んでおこうか、ハガさんに。
ハガさんに？
ここに長く住んでいる人間なら大体知ってるさ。大して難しいことじゃない。詳しくは明日聞くといい。
After this, Granny lets out a tired sigh.
さて、だいぶ長々と話しちまったね。お前たちにとっちゃ急に何言ってんだって話だろうけど、少しでも研究に関わってしまったものとしてお前たちに真実を伝えたかった。巻き込んでしまって本当にすまないね。
Granny bows her head.
ばあちゃん。
タエさん、そんな。
おばあ様。
After a few moments, she lifts her head and looks us over.
さあ、今日はもう疲れただろう。たっぷりというわけにはいかないだろうけど、体を休めた方がいい。
Once Granny finishes speaking, the room is silent. No one dares to open his mouth. They all file out of the room, somber expressions on their faces. Clear heads upstairs. Once everyone is gone, Granny gets up and moves into the living room. She sits down on the sofa and lets out a heavy sigh. I walk over to her.
ばあちゃん、
なんだい？
もうちょっとだけ話してもいい？
She doesn't answer me, but I sit down next to her anyway. There are so many things I want to ask, but I'm not sure where to start. My mind is racing and it's hard to string thoughts together. I look down at my hands folded in my lap and let the words come as they will.
さ、俺、今までずっとばあちゃんに心配ばかりかけて、何にも分かってなくて、さっきの話聞いてたら、それが申し訳なくて。
バカ言うんじゃない。青葉、お前が無事にここまで大きくなったことを感謝しない日はなかったよ。お前のことは私の責任でもある。私はお前のばあちゃんだからね。
ばあちゃん。
Granny looks at me in silence for a moment.
お前、ライムに参加していた過去を思い出したって言ってたね。
うん。
お前は昔ね、ライムで事故を起こして入院したことがあるんだ。
え？ライムで事故？
ああ。今だから話すけどね。私が駆けつけた時、お前は何も覚えてなかった。医者と警察からは喧嘩に巻き込まれたと説明を受けた。 打ちどころが悪くて一時的な記憶障害が起きているだけだと。けど、私が見舞いに行った日のことだ。青葉。
驚いたか。
青葉。あの時、お前のそばには看護師が倒れていて、お前はそれから丸2日眠り続けた。気絶していた看護師は何も覚えてなくてね。検査のためにお前の部屋へ行ってから目覚めるまでの記憶がすっぽり抜け落ちていたらしい。お前が頭痛を訴えてくるようになったのはその後だ。
それは覚えてる。そこからの記憶はなんとなくあやふやだけど。
あの看護師はお前に軽いスクラップを受けていた。お前が看護師の意識に入り込み、記憶の一部を破壊したんだよ。頭痛、スクラップ、人格変化。これらが危険な引き金になっていると感じた私は、お前に薬を処方することにした。お前の意識の安定と強化を図り、その力が暴走しないようにね。結果、頭痛は収まっただろう。
Oh my goodness. Ah! Why won't this little fly go away?
うん。
He's annoying the hell out
効
of
き
me.
が悪くなってきているのは、お前の力を無理やり抑え込んできた反動なのかもしれないね。スクラップの根本は破壊だ。壊し、殺す力。だけど力というものは使い方次第ではいかようにも変化する。だからこそ、私はお前に自分自身としっかり向き合ってほしいんだ。そして、何があっても立ち止まるな。自分が決めた道を信じて前へ突き進むんだよ。
Hands clasp mine firmly. They're soft and warm. The warmth of her kindness, the warmth that has cared for me my whole life.
ばあちゃん、
ん？
俺絶対戻ってくるから。
ああ。
She nods and gives me a little smile. After that, she gets up from the sofa and pulls something from one of the shelves.
これ持っていきな。新しく処方した頭痛薬だよ。
ありがとう。
しっかりね。
あ。
I grip the bottle tightly. Once I get back to my room, I plop down on my bed and stare up at the ceiling. I'm not in any mood to sleep. The things Granny told me keep racing through my mind. Granny's past, Boy's goal, my experience with Rhyme, my power scrap, and what I did to Mizuki. No matter how I toss and turn, I can't shake the thoughts weighing on me. I still can't believe it. Maybe if I said the right words back there, I could have saved Mizuki. But I failed. Perhaps failure was inevitable. I didn't know what I was doing. Still, I can't forgive myself. My ignorance put Mizuki in a coma. How's that even possible? Staring at the ceiling doesn't work, and neither does burying my face in my pillow. I'm just getting more depressed. Feels like I'm falling into an abyss. I need to talk to someone. Do I get choices? Look at the curtains covering my window. Maybe I should get some fresh air. I get out of bed and head over to the window. As I'm about to open the curtains, I pause. I hear something. Singing? I peer through the curtains out onto the balcony. But there's no one there. Did I imagine it?
マスター。
うわ
I hear a voice from above, and something jumps down onto the balcony.
クリア
はい、僕です。
びっくりした。お前、屋根にいたのか？
はい、屋根に登って歌を歌ってました。
歌？ってことは、さっきの歌、お前か？
はい、クラゲの歌です。
クラゲの歌？
はい、一緒に住んでいたおじいさんがよくクラゲの話をしてくれたので歌を作りました。クラゲは体のほとんどが水でできてるんです。それでも立派な生き物だなんて面白いですよね。クラゲって眠ったり夢を見たりすることはあるんでしょうか？
そうだな。
I'm getting more and more confused. It doesn't feel like he's screwing with me though. Clear steps next to me and takes something out of his pocket. That umbrella again.
なんで刺してんだ？それ。
何かまずいでしょうか？
いや、いいけど。でも、なんで？
なんだか星が降ってきそうだなぁと思いまして。
あ
I look up. As expected, there isn't a star in the sky, just the outlines of illegal construction sites obscuring the view. Well, maybe it was my fault for expecting a coherent answer.
ところでマスタ
ー。ちょっと待った。お前さ、その呼び方やめろよ。
どうしてですか？
なんかムズムズするっつうか、青葉でいいよ。
いえ、マスターはマスターなのでマスターと呼びたいと思っています。
そうか？
マスターはマスターですが、僕のクリアという名前はおじいさんにつけてもらいました。
おじいさんってクラゲの話の？
はい、もう亡くなってしまいましたが。
そうか。
おじいさんと僕は昔北地区のガラクタエリアの近くに住んでました。
ガラクタ？ゴミ処理施設か。だからお前あの辺に詳しかったんだな。
はい。ところでマスター、さっき言いかけたことなんですが。
ん？
先日北地区へ水木さんを助けに行った時のことです。あの時かっこいい方のマスターになってましたね。僕ビビビッときました。
Oh, for shit. Imagine somebody sitting there telling you that there's a cooler version of you. It's like, am I not cool?
かっこいい方？
僕がマスターをお店の前まで運んだ時と同じかっこいいマスターでした。今は
He looks me over.
今もかっこいいです。
Uh-huh.
お前な。
That was such an obvious cover. Confused as I am, one of the things Clear said stands out. The cool version of me. What does he mean by that?
僕はこれからもマスターについていきます。マスターを守ります。だからマスター、これからもよろしくお願いします。
Clear closes his umbrella and sketches a perfect bow, his body bent to almost a right angle.
やっぱりマスター呼びかよ。
I find myself smiling awkwardly. What a strange guy. I still don't know what he's after, but he doesn't seem bad.
マスターはそろそろ寝てください。明日に響いてしまいます。
そうだな。お前は？
I'll sleep on your floor.
僕はもし許してもらえるなら、もう少し屋根で歌っていたいと思います。
屋根ぶち抜かなきゃいいよ。
ありがとうございます。
Clear bows to me again.
じゃあな。落ちないように気をつけろよ。
はい。
I go back inside and close the curtains. A minute later, I hear faint singing from outside the window. It's tender and soft, almost like a lullaby. It's strangely relaxing. As my anxiety melts away, I slowly close my eyes. Wow. So I guess he's still technically human? I guess? Okay. Okay, but they didn't exactly answer how he ended up with the ability of scrap. They need to answer that soon. By the time I finally start to drift off, the sun is already peeking through my curtains. My coil rings, dragging me out of my slumber.
Hi.
That voice. I look up the name of my coil.
Huh? ウイルス？はい。ああ、どうした？大変ですよ。落ち着いてよく聞いてください。警察があなたの家へ向かっています。
This jolts me wide awake. I lean forward, bringing the coil closer to my face.
なんでだよ。
わかりません。ただかなりの人数がそちらへ向かったようです。
マジか。
とにかく逃げるか隠れるかしてください。うちも警察が動いたせいでちょっとざわついてるので、また何かあったら連絡します。青葉さん、どうかお気をつけて。
You know what? I might have to cut this video short. I'm sorry, guys. This is like not the right conditions. So that's what we're gonna do. But I know I could just like wait until later. And, I have way too much to do. So yeah, this is gonna be the end of the video. I know it's only like it's less than an hour. But hey, at least there's something for you to watch today. Alright, so I will see you next Wednesday. I think that's what I'm gonna like. I think Wednesday is gonna be the Dramatical. So every week on Wednesday, unless I do like a longer video and the editing actually takes a while. But again, sorry guys. I have no idea what they're doing outside. Honestly, can't stand the noise in my ear, so.
2,000 years later.
Alright, enough of my yapping. Otherwise, I'll keep yapping. Wait. Okay, this is the one. Let me forgetting. Alrighty, what the hell is going on? Suddenly, the gentle light at my window doubles in intensity, as if the time has slipped forward, skipping straight to noon. I get out of bed, walk to the window, and part the curtains slightly. Me too, every time I step outside. I squint, trying to see outside. And there, in the early morning haze, I see a crowd of police officers and their vehicles assembled in front of my building. Crazy. What the? That's Akashima's voice.
お前らの罪状はこうだ。不法侵入、器物破損、その他もろもろもろもろ、ありとあらゆるものをひっくるめたすべてだ。出てこい。世良垣青葉とその一味どもが。
The sound of my name drives it home. This mess is about me. That's one of my terrors. I throw on my clothes, wake up Ren, and run downstairs. Granny, Bolshaku, Mink, Noise, and Clear are in the living room. Even Mr. Haka and Miss Yoshi are there.
Oba!
Master!
ばあちゃん、なんか外に警察がワンサがいるんだけど、つか、名指しで呼ばれてるんだけど。
面倒なことになったね。
ちょっと青葉ちゃん、何がどうなってるのよ。
タエさんに頼まれた件の準備が終わったので来たんですけど、なんだか大変なことになってるようですね。
I'm just as confused. Like, please bear with me. It's been like forever since I played this.
あいつらどういうつもりか知らないけど、私たちは青葉ちゃんの味方だからね。
そうですとも。
ありがとうございます。でも俺にも何がなんだかさっぱりで。
トエだろうね。
トエ？
お前が昨日スクラップを使ったのをモルヒネとやらが報告したんだろう。早速お前に興味を示したってとこか。
早く出てこい。来なければこっちから行くぞ。いいな。よーし、突入の準備だ。
It's crazy.
お前たち早く勝手口から逃げな。
あいつやるっつったらマジでやるぞ。
Okay, I know it's not really important, but I just want to know why they have this flag. Like, what is that flag? Like, is it like the you know, like how some people have like flags hanging in their room with like the flag of their country, basically? Is that it? Is that their country's flag, their island's flag?
ここは私たちで何とかします。だから青葉くんたちは早く勝手口から外へ。
そうよ。悪いことばっかしてろくに働かない警察なんてぶっ飛ばしてやるんだから。
羽賀さん、よしえさん、ばあちゃんもありがとう。
突撃。
He sounds way too happy.
青葉行くぞ。
We race out the back door, which looks like the front door. Behind us, I hear the police storming the place. Granny, Mr. Haka, Miss Yoshie, I'm sorry. Please be safe. Back door leads to a narrow path sandwiched between two walls. We slip through and into a slightly wider alley.
そっちは警官がいます。足音が聞こえます。
He's right. I hear footsteps ahead of us.
いたぞ、こっちだ。
They found us. We're screwed if they catch us in this alley.
固まるな。散らばれ。
Spurred by Mink's command, we split off in different directions.
くそ。
I hear footsteps following me down the alley. The cops. Pick up the pace, but then
マスター。
クリア？
I look back to see Clear running after me.
お前。
置いてかないでください。
Slow down a little to let Clear catch up.
マスター、まだ警察がついてきています。もう少し先まで行きましょう。
Oh, is this like I don't know how to call it. I guess like randomization, kind of like how I have like in my visual novel, where like it randomly picks from like a. I'm guessing in this case it's like randomly picking from the person that I have like the highest affection in quotes for. Oh, I wonder. I'm just maybe not.
わかった。
もう大丈夫です。警察は追ってきてません。
Clear is hunched over, panting. I lean against the wall to catch my breath.
なんでわかるんだ。追ってこないって。
もし追ってきていたら靴音が聞こえます。それが聞こえないということは追ってきていないということになります。
そうだけど。
Is his hearing really that good?
ん？
ゲームアプリの配信だ。
Is it but English is failing me. I forgot what it was called. Silent Hero?
また？つうかこんな時に。
ゲームですか？
どうやら自動再生するタイプのようだ。
え？
Okay. Fled from the house. Into another one that's not in the forest. Another cave, skip some stairs. Is this supposed to be like the alleyway? Okay, treasure chest. There's a key. Then they go out of the alley. Yes, I did notice the little downloady thing. Okay, so basically he just got the key to unlock a door somewhere. Then teleport. Into boy.
招待状
Oh!
プラチナジェルに入れる
Oh, so basically, it was detailing him fleeing from his home, going through the back, into the alley, and then receiving a key, which it just gave him, which is basically the key to get into the Platinum Jail. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out what the first one was supposed to be, though. I don't understand it. Like, the ones after the first one were, like, pretty easy to understand. I don't understand this one. I mean, the first one. Okay.
そうなるな。
ゲームの内容もまたわけわかんなかったし。
What do you mean? Oh my god. Aoba, please, lock in. Lock in. No, wait a second.
ばあちゃんがさらわれた時も、その前にゲームが配信されてきたよな。
そうなんですか？
It's telling you the things that are happening.
なあ、北地区にみんなで行くとき、ちらっと話しただろう。おばあさんのキャラがカラスにゴミ山へ連れてかれるってやつ。
はい、言ってましたね。
あのゲームが配信されてきた後、ばあちゃんは本当に誘拐された。ってことは、今回のも何かの予告って可能性があるんじゃねえか？
可能性はゼロではないでしょう。でも怪しさは大爆発だと思います。
Yeah, but
まあそうだよな。
I don't even know who's sending these. There's a good chance it's a trap. But a cave, a treasure chest, a key, a door. What does it all mean?
今度はメールか。
Mm-hmm. Oh, Mr. Haka. I was supposed to escort you, but there's been a change of plans. Please proceed to D86 in the north border. We'll meet there. There's an image attached and a map of... A map of the old residential district. The spot is marked in red on the left edge of the wall, surrounding the Platinum Jail.
ハガさんと合流する。行くぞ。
はい。
We're headed for Platinum Jail. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Please, Mr. Haka mark turns out to be the entrance to an underground passage on the outskirts of the north quarter. A collection of broken barricades has accumulated in front of it. We find Mr. Haka there. He gives me a modified stun gun for self-defense. According to him, the underground passage was used for transporting materials during Platinum Jail's construction. The plan was originally for Platinum Jail to encompass the entire island, which is why the transport route extends to the old residential district. With those plans halted, all that remains is this piece of infrastructure. Though largely forgotten, the path will take us right to the front gate of Platinum Jail. We'll move the barricades out of the way and head down the rusty stairs. The tunnel is pitch black and seems to go on forever. At the end we find a staircase, and at the top is a place the likes of which I've never seen before. The giant white gate towers before us. So this is the gate to the Platinum Jail. It's gotta be a trap, right? Despite the doubts looming in my mind, we press on. Wholly blind. When the gate opens, we are greeted by cheerful music and the sound of firecrackers. A strange-looking panda, like going for cute, potters out to greet us. I see 5 white doors behind it.
ここは選ばれた人しか入れない地上の楽園だよ。どうぞ心ゆくまで楽しんでいってね。
地上の楽園？明らかにうさんくさいし。
ですね。怪しさ大爆発ですね。
Not at all bothered by our lack of enthusiasm, the panda cheerfully pushes a button on the wall.
さて、君たちの行き先はどこになるのかな。ウキウキルーレット、スタート。
Oh, it's just me and Clear? Oh, he said, oh, what are the two? I said two. The rest of Okay. Okay, there's a bunch of different places. Oh, they all kind of like represent the guys a little bit. Like that's Kojako. Yeah, who that is. That looks like Noise. Mink, maybe? I'm guessing this might be Clear. I don't know. Maybe the last one might be Clear. Oh! Yeah! See, I was right. That looks like Clear, doesn't it? Okay, so depending on, I guess, who you're with, it'll change where you go, maybe? I mean, it makes sense. He walks over to the rightmost door and poses in front of it. So rightmost, I'm guessing... this one? This one's the Aqua Forest.
ここはゆったりゆっくり水の流れのように爽やかで安らかな時間が流れてる場所だよ。そんな魅惑のエリアへ行ってらっしゃい。
なんだかワクワクしますね。行ってきます。
Okay, but what about the others?
ドアの横にある認証モニターに入園チケットもしくは招待状をかざしてね。
Wait, how's Clear gonna get in? Because Clear didn't get one.
招待状ってこれか？
I open the invitation on my coil and approach the screen.
プラチナ ID を認証しました。青葉様と
Oh, and companion. Okay.
ようこそプラチナジェイルへ。
Okay, actually,
入場手続きを開始いたします。
I didn't read this. Let's see. Invitation, platinum mail. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, I had to sneeze. We're looking forward to... What does that say? I want to say looks like bring. Oh no, maybe see you at this great opportunity? Oh yeah. Please bring us invitation. This invitation. Oh. I'm like, oh, why does it say it twice? But then I realized it was like, this invitation is valid for one person with free drinks and finger food available. Marcus, first visit. We expect a big crowd. Thank you for understanding. Okay. So it is for one person.
お連れ様のゲスト ID を発行いたします。
Ah.
お連れ様のコイルを
We finally get to learn what his coil is.
はーい。
What is it? Clear holds his coil up to the monitor.
認証されましたので
Dang it, we don't get to
ゲス
see
ト
it.
ID を送信いたしました。ゲスト ID 単体での使用は制限される場合がございますのでご注意ください。詳しくはインビテーションカードのサービスの項目をご覧ください。それでは楽しい時間を。
Wow. Beyond the door, an incredible scene awaits. So pretty. Buildings are made of some kind of translucent material which gives them an ethereal glow, and the street is resplendent with greenery. And the sky is filled with glittering stars. You never see something like this in the old residential district. Both the weather and time of day are artificially controlled in Platinum Jail. I've heard it's almost always night inside. Supposedly, the idea is to make it feel like a party every day, or make it more relaxing or something.
すべてが水色ですね。素敵です。
他にもエリアがあるのかな？
ドアは5つありましたからね。あるんでしょうね。
Well, it's gonna be like 5 doors, but there's only like 4 dudes. Then I was like, oh yeah, maybe Alba might come here by himself. I feel like everybody's like even or something. So. But the most prominent thing in the sky is a tower, the symbol of Platinum Jail.
あれがオーバルタワー。
I've heard the rumors, but this is my first time seeing it.
マスター、まずはどうしましょうか。
Clear looks around, then back to me.
あ、そういや、 さっき招待状に宿泊施設がどうとかってあったよな。
Where? Open the map that's attached to the invitation. One location is marked in red.
このマークされてるとこがそうかな。
あ
It just comes out of nowhere. Oh.
じゃ、ひとまずそこに行ってみるか。
はい。
レン、ナビ頼む。
Please.
了解。
Red is so cute though. Wow. It says glitter on it. Nice. Red leads us to a street lined with extravagant villas. Even here, there's something of a class system. The buildings range from palatial mansions to smaller but still nice houses. We're staying in one of the latter, a small two-story building at the end of the block. Yeah, we're at the end of the block.
ここか。
Compared to the other buildings, ours looks a bit older. Oh, it's the place with glitter on it. There's a plate with the word glitter above the door. The neighboring building has a different word above its door, so I assume that must be its name. I'll hold my coil up to the screen next to the door and turn the old-fashioned doorknob. Whoa.
Oh.
The fact we had the same reaction is crazy. Not well-off minds think alike. When I step inside, my eyes go wide. The interior looks just as old-fashioned as the place did from the outside. It definitely isn't the futuristic look that I associate with Platinum Jail. It's like stepping into yet another world. There's a table and sofa in the living room. All of the furniture looks expensive. In the back, a staircase leads up to the second floor.
すげえな。
I know, right?
高級なゲストハウスってところでしょうか。
ゲストハウスがそもそも何かよくわかんねえんだけど。
ゲストのハウスです。
お前もよくわかってねえんだろう。
秘密です。
I decide to take a look around first floor to start.
Master!
I turn around. Lear is already up on the second floor, leaning over the railing.
2階には部屋があります。
How many?
そっか。
Why did you ask how many?
ところで物は相談なんですが。
何？
今日はとても疲れましたね。
Uh-huh.
そうだな。
なので、もう寝ますね。
Okay.
え？
おやすみなさい。
え、ちょっと。
Without further ado, Claire disappears down the second floor hall. Wait, what? I head upstairs after him. At the top of the stairs, I find another den-type area. Ooh, alcohol. Not that I drink it, but it has a pool table, a dartboard, a small bar, and a TV. The hall leading off it down, which Claire vanished, is lined with rooms. Oh my god, this feels like a hotel. It's so, like, impersonal. Impersonal? No, impersonal? Or is it impersonal? I can't remember. Basically, it just doesn't feel like a place people stay permanently. I mean, I guess it makes sense, since I guess they have guests coming in and out all the time. I poke my head into one of the rooms. It's a simple but nice room. There isn't in this one. I go to check the one next door. There he is, sprawled out on the bed, sound asleep. He still has the gas mask on. I don't think he's a bad guy, but he sure is weird. You never tell what's going through his head. And it must be hard to breathe with that mask on all the time. Well, whatever. I close the door. I go back to the den, sit down on the couch, and pull Red out of my bag.
まず考えなきゃいけないのはどうやって東映を探すかだよな。やっぱりあのタワーにいるのかな。
So, the other three don't matter anymore? Is that it? Are we like not a team anymore?
特別記念イベントがあるとタイが言っていたから、東映がタワー内に滞在している可能性は高い。だが断言はできない。
だよな。
I lie down on the couch and put my hands behind my head. Man, this couch sure is comfortable. I feel myself starting to relax. Come to think of it, I've been running all day. No wonder I'm tired. I roll over and look at the TV. I wonder what kind of shows they run in Platinum Jail. Actually, I'm kinda curious too. Curious, I pick up the card-shaped remote and turn on the TV. No matter how many channels I flip through, I can't find a single show that runs in the old residential district. It's all news about Platinum Jail or tours of its various facilities. Kind of. That's very boring. I just stick to the news channel for the time being. Symposium? Mm-hmm. またシンポジウムではプラチナジェイルの創設者であり東映財閥の代表取締役である東映達夫の講演が行われました。それでは当日の講演の様子をご覧ください。皆さん、本日は当シンポジウムにお集まりいただき誠にありがとうございます。You know, there's always like two kinds. Well, there are like a lot of, but like the two kinds that you typically see are dudes who look like this, and dudes who are like mink, kind of, basically. It's like these normally not an in-between. Now obviously, you know, there are the exceptions, but usually they look like this guy or mink. Usually. 当シンポジウムのテーマにも掲げられているプラチナジェイルと娯楽、この関係性について本日はお話ししたいと思います。我々がなぜプラチナジェイルを作ったのか、それは皆様に最高にして完璧な娯楽を提供したいという意図があったからです。また、我々自身もどこまで理想を実現することができるか挑戦したいという目的がありました。では、そもそも娯楽とは何なのか。それは誰一人として不満を持たない、心身ともに幸福と安らぎを感じられる環境づくりが前提であると私は考えています。And that's why you're gonna mind control everybody. 中には不幸があるからこそ幸福が実感できるという話もありますが、私はそうは考えません。Okay, but like, it's true though. Like, you can't be happy without experiencing sorrow, and vice versa. 完璧な幸福の実現こそが真のストレスフリーであると言えるでしょう。In other words, completely mind controlled. 本来はこの地球上のすべてがそのようになれば世の中から争いが消えるはずです。ですが、それはさすがに難しい。だからこそ、まずはこのプラチナジェイルを完璧な娯楽の場にしたいと、私はそのように考えています。I think I threw up in my mouth a little. I shut off the TV and tossed the remote onto the table. As a person from the old residential district, all I heard was a load of bullshit. Ooh, great. I'm not the only one. He looks like his ideas are noble, but underneath those flashy words, people are suffering. I roll over to face the back of the couch. I'm mad and tired, which is probably why I feel like shit. They already went to bed, yes, I might as well do the same. I softly call Ren's name. He snuggles up to me on the couch. Oh, hugging his soft body tight, I close my eyes. Oh. Huh? What? Oh, right. I fell asleep on the couch. Wait. What?
ベッド?
Did I sleepwalk? Is that why I don't remember? I'm still a bit dazed from having just woken up, but I can hear something going on outside my room. A delicious smell wafts in through the door. My stomach starts to growl. Food time! Though instinct tells me that nothing good is happening, I first get out of bed and pick up Ren, who was sleeping at my feet.
Ohayo ne.
I start toward the door. That's when I notice it. The room is practically sparkling. It was clean to begin with, but someone clearly polished it up even more. I hear the sound of chopping outside. I leave the room and head down the hall. Something is sitting on the table in the den. Ooh, sorry. Got my little trigger happy finger. The table is covered with food. There's some giant chicken-looking thing. It's soup, but even some kind of fish stew. It's all stuff I've never seen before, so of course I have no idea how it might taste. Someone is humming behind the bar counter. I turn to the source of the humming. And there I freeze.
Ah, Master, おはようございます。
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to make sure that at least gets like a little bit of censoring. The pervert is standing there naked, except for an apron, a gas mask, and gloves. I mean, like, it's not bad. Like I said, as long as it's like kind of covered when it like shows, it's fine. Oh my, he's holding a knife. Sorry. It's just got me so off guard. It's like, here I thought, oh, you know, we get a nice CG of like, you know, clear looking, right? But I didn't think it'd be like this. Okay. He's holding a knife, his ass hanging out. Wait till we go.
もうすぐ朝食の準備が済みますから座って待っててくださいね。
Why did they say it like that?
昨日はよく眠れましたか？お部屋ピカピカだったでしょ？マスターが寝てる間にお掃除も済ませておいたんですよ。
お前な。
はい、なんでしょうマスタ
ー。I'm naked.
アホか。いた。
Unable to process the sight accosting my eyes, I roundhouse kick him in the jaw. Oh. He crumples to the floor, wailing.
ひどい。マスターのために一生懸命頑張ったのに。
頑張る方向がおかしいだろうが。
だって男のロマンは手料理と裸エプロンだって言うじゃないですか。だからマスターが喜ぶと思って。
I mean, yeah, but never mind.
どんだけ偏った知識なんだよ。とりあえずそのエプロン取って着替えてこい。
They're still sobbing when he gets up and leaves the bar. Poor baby. Naked man ass right in front of my face.
たく、何考えてんだよ。変人にも程があるだろ
う。まさしく頭隠して尻隠さず。
No, it's just I can just imagine him delivering that in like the most deadpan expression. That makes it even funnier.
そうね、確かにね。
I side-eye clear as he heads back to his bedroom, and let out a sigh and sink into the couch. He calls this breakfast. There's way too much food on the table. But still, it actually looks pretty edible. Tasty even. But think about who made it. It might look good, and it might even taste good, but it could also have some weird-ass side effects or something. I am hungry though. The smell proves too much for my empty stomach, convincing me to reach slowly for a fork. I skewer a piece of the chicken-looking meat, brace myself and pop it in my mouth.
うめえ。
そうでしょ。
うわ
Shit, I almost stabbed him with the fork.
びっくりした。脅かすなよ。
すみません。でもちゃんと着替えてきました。
Dang, I kinda like the apron look though. No, I'm kidding.
これ全部お前が作ったんだよな。
はい。
そうか。
美味しかったですか？美味しかったですよね。今そう言ってましたから。
まあそうだな。うまいよ。
ああ、よかった。マスターのために頑張った甲斐がありました。
Clear claps his hands together cheerfully.
掃除もそうだけど、料理とか習ったのか？
習ったのと独学と半々です。おじいさんのお世話をしてましたから。
ああ、そっか。でもこの食材どうしたんだ？
They're already here.
スーパーみたいなところへ行ったらもらえましたよ。
Oh.
もらえた？
はい。ここの滞在者はみんな自由にもらえるそうです。
へえ。さすが人類皆幸福を目指す東映様だな。
After that, I let my hunger take control and start stuffing my face with various items from the spread.
そっちのコーンスープは自信作なんですよ。クリームとコーンたっぷりです。
うん、うまい。
あとこのオムレツ上手にできたと思うんです。どうですか？
うまい。
And stuffing them full.
よかった
ってこんな優雅な朝食取ってる場合じゃねえし。
Why not? I mean, you have the ability as well, right?
マスター危ない。
悪い。
In my haste, I almost knocked the table over. Shit. Claire's cooking is so good, I almost forgot why we're here.
ところでマスター、話は変わりますが、僕たちはこれからオーバルタワーを目指すことになるんでしょうか？
まだそうと決まったわけじゃねえけど、タワーも念のためにいろいろ調べといた方がいいだろうな。
それなら後でタワーの方へ行ってみませんか？情報収集は大事ですし。
ああ。
I know about plucking a strawberry off a stack of pancakes. That was my plan to begin with.
よし、それじゃ支度したら出るぞ。
はい。後片付けは僕がやりますから。
いや、俺も食ったから手伝う。
そうですか？ありがとうございます。なた。
Punch him in the face. Punch him in the face for that one.
いた。ひどいです、マスタ
ー。Our little slapstick routine continues as we clean up breakfast and get ready to leave. Yeah, I'm like, you deserve that one. I'm not gonna lie. It's still night when we leave Glitter. Pretty weird since we've already been here a whole day. I guess that's just how things are in Platinum Jail, but there's something kinda scary about a never-ending night. I wonder how the other guests feel. Unable to shake my discomfort, I head down the main street with Clear, following the map on the invitation. As we get close to Owl Tower, Clear tugs on my sleeve.
マスター、お話ししたいことがあるのですが。
なんだよ。
実はですね。
Is it gonna be like after use the bathroom? Clear leans in close, his voice an exaggerated whisper.
僕、タワーに入る方法を知ってる人に心当たりがあるんです。
Oh, okay, it was actually serious.
本当か？
はい。しかも今、すぐ近くにいます。
なんでわかった？つか、そんなのどこで？
He touches the gloved finger to my lips.
今、後ろにいます。すぐにわかりました。あの人なら間違いなく知っていると思います。
本当か？
はい。では、今から聞いてみたいと思います。
Clear spins around. I turn with him and there, right behind us, is...
おまわりさーん
バカ
I grab Clear's mask from behind and pull hard.
ひどいマスター、どうして止めたんですか？
どうしたもこうしたもねえだろう。あれ警備員だろうが。
Clear cocks his head to the side, puzzled.
と言いましても、 わからないことがあったらおまわりさんに聞けと言いませんか？タワーのことも絶対知ってると思うんですが。
お前な、これから何しようとしてるか分かってんのか？俺たち旧住民区でテロリスト呼ばわりされてただろうが、危ねえんだよ。目立つ行動は控えなきゃなんねえの。つか絶対禁止。
あ、そうでした。テロリスト。
He claps his hands together.
マジで勘弁してくれ。
ではあの人はどうでしょう？何か知ってそうです。
ね。
He walks up before I can react.
おい！
ちょっとすみません。
This guy. Oh my god. When I see who he's waving to, I nearly have a heart attack. He's either gangsters.
待て、クリア！
すみません。聞きたいことがあるんですが。
Oh god. Oh fuck. Fuck, I have to stop him.
あのタワーに入りたいんですけど、何か方法はありませんか？
タワー？おい、人に物を聞くときはまず礼儀ってもんがあるだろうがよ。
礼儀？挨拶ですか？
Oh my god. It's gonna get us killed.
ふざけてんのか？金持ってんならよこせよ。
お金？そんな今会ったばかりの名前も知らないような人にあげるお金はありません。
You know what? I think now's the time to split away from him. Do this ourselves.
ずいぶん舐めた口聞いてくれるな。
バカ！クリア！
One of the punks looks ready to explode. He raises his fist.
クリア！
They're gonna beat the shit out of him. But then,
暴力はいけません。
Peter suddenly starts windmilling his. Somehow one of his fists lands on the closer man's forehead. He goes down like a sack of gravel.
てめえ、何しやがる！
暴力はいけないんです。
クリア！
おい、何やってる？
He has a face. Another gangster appears at the end of the alley.
こいつらが。
The newcomer glances at the man on the ground, then up at us.
これやったのどっちだ？
ガスマスクの方です。
あ、そう。これうちのなんだけど、こういうことされるのは困るんだよな。
先に手を出してきたのはそっちですよ。
I'm gonna finish it.
クリア、お前も喋んな。すみません。ちょっといろいろ手違いで、本当すみません。
I took on Clear's arm and bowed to the Yakuza. But well, I guess it's a little too late.
すみませんで済んだらいいよな。俺もできればそうしたいんだが。
Suddenly, he walks up and shoves me in the chest. I stumbled back into Clear.
マスター、大丈夫ですか？
平気。
マスター？バーの店主かよ。ちょっとふざけすぎだろ、君たち。
A little bit, yeah. Clear takes a step toward the man.
クリア！
I don't know what, but something has changed. Clear suddenly seems different. The gangsters take up position on either side of him.
マスターに手を出すやつは許さない。
はあ？何言ってんだ？
許さないって言ったんだよ。
うるせえな、この野郎。
Without warning, Clear drives his fist into the punk's face. That's surprising enough, but what really shocks me is how far the guy goes flying. How strong is Clear anyway? Even before the punk has landed, Clear spins gracefully to face the man in the glasses.
マスターに手を挙げたのはお前だ。だから僕はお前を許さない。
Dark fury has replaced the gangster's composure. He lunges forward and grabs Clear by the collar.
てめえ、あんまり調子。
マスターに謝れ。
てめえ。
謝れよ。
クリア、やめろ。
早く。
誰がクリア
He's gonna kill him. I took hard on Clear's shoulder.
クリアもうやめろ
でもマスター、こいつらはい
いから聞けいいかもうやめるんだ
はい。
Clear's shoulders sink as his anger fades. Now all three Yakuza lie sprawled out on the ground. Man, how did this even happen? It was like Clear just suddenly snapped or something. Whatever.
行こう
Yeah, we'll just pretend I read that.
はい。
Making sure Clear's behind me, I hurry back to Glitter.
お前ないくらなんでもあそこまでやる必要はなかっただろ
でも
じゃない。
そんなこと言われましても。
When we get back to Glitter, I sit Clear down on the couch upstairs for a lecture. I don't feel like I'm getting through to him though. What should I do? Oh, I get to make a choice? Right? It's like literally just blindly lecturing somebody. It's like two kids at school get into a fight. And then you like bring the victim and you just start lecturing them, telling them, oh yeah, you know, you did this wrong, da 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 da. But you just don't sit there and hear their side of the story. Like, why did they do it? Like, why did they hit back? Why did they like fucking really knock their brains out? Right? Oh, tell me. What happened?
まあ向こうもだいぶ立ち悪い感じだったからな。気持ちはわからなくもねえけど。
僕、マスターが傷つけられるのだけは本当に許せないんです。僕が傷つけられるのは別にいいんですが、マスターだけはダメなんです。
でもあれはやりすぎだ。お前切れたのか何なのか知らねえけど、雰囲気も妙に怖い感じだったし。
そうでしたか？
そうだよ。あのメガネのことも蹴りまくるし、本当に殺しちまうんじゃねえかと思って焦った。
すみません。本気で殺す気ではなかったんですけど。
とにかく目立つのはやばいから。東映のところに行く前に目つけられたら終わりだろ。
はい。
俺も多少殴られるぐらいなら全然大丈夫だし、これからのことを考えてお前も注意しろよ。
はい、わかりました。多大なご迷惑をおかけしてしまいまして本当にすみませんでした。
Clear's shoulders droop. He looks pathetic, like a scolded puppy. I gently pat his head.
ま、わかればいいから。あんま落ち込むなって。
はい、ありがとうございます。あ、マスタ
ー！ Clear shouts suddenly, startling me.
なんだよ急に。
大変なことに気づきました。窓の外を見てください。
I look out the window, but I don't see anything of interest.
窓の外がどうかしたか？
はい、夜です。
It's always night.
ここはずっとそうだけど。
いえ、時刻的な意味です。なので、僕はそろそろ寝ようと思います。
Oh.
ではおやすみなさい。
With that, Clear leans back into the couch and folds his hands in his lap.
おい。
すやすや。
I fight the urge to punch him. He better not be grinning under that stupid mask of his. I try shaking his shoulders.
むにゃむにゃ。
Fucker's totally awake. But he is grinning under there, pretending to snore like an asshole. Thinking to get back at him, I reach for his mask. Quick as a snake, Clear grabs my hand.
マスター、どうしました？
なんだよ、やっぱり寝てなかったのか。
いえ、寝てました。でもマスターの気配がしたものですから。
I don't know what to think. Even if he was faking it, how could he react so fast?
マスター、 このマスクの下が見たいのですか？
え、まあそりゃな、隠されてるものって気になるだろう。でも絶対嫌だってことなら別にいい。
いえ、いいんです。それよりもマスターが見たいということでしたらお見せしましょう。
Clear lets go of my hand, sits up, and reaches for his mask. No way, he's really going to show me? My heart starts pounding a bit. Clear tugs at the mask with his fingers.
じゃじゃーん
Beneath his mask is a fair-skinned, slightly round lady's face. More accurately, a mask of a lady's face. So that's what Clear looks like. He had another mask under his gas mask. I was actually kind of looking forward to the reveal, but this takes me straight past disappointment into anger.
お前な、いい加減にしろよ。
Ignoring my shout, Clear replaces his gas mask and falls back into the couch, assuming the exact same position as before.
すやすや。
I can't believe this guy. I considered kicking him off the couch, but decided it'll just be a waste of energy.
俺も寝よ
I go to my room and collapse on the bed. This is not getting off to a good start. Am I really going to be able to manage with that thing? Now I might even have a Yakuza after me. I'm starting to feel like even if I do fight Dole, something's gonna come along to screw everything up, as usual. I mean, really, that seems more likely than success at this point.
う。難易度高すぎだろ。
Yeah, life typically is. I slowly close my eyes, surrendering to a darkness as black as my future. The next day, well, according to the clock, still night outside, of course. I get up, grab bread, and leave the room. Sorry. Looking for something to wet my throat, I go to the den and open the fridge by the bar counter. It's full of fruits and vegetables, and other ingredients. This must be stuff Clear got at the supermarket he mentioned. Come to think of it, where is Clear? Is he up already? I grab a fruit in lieu of breakfast and poke my head into Clear's room. It's empty. I lean over the handrail to check the first floor. No one's home.
どこ行ったんだあいつ。
クリアなら少し前に出て行ったようだ。
出てった？
I have a bad feeling about this, especially after that run-in with those Yakuza yesterday. Just as I decide to call them, my coil rings. It's Clear.
もしもし、マスターですか?
I'm still thinking about the other three that we left behind, like, are they gonna come or is it just us? His voice is very quiet, like he's speaking in a whisper.
クリア、お前今どこにいるんだ？
聞いてください、マスター。なんと僕は今、オーバルタワーの中にいます。
え？
潜入に成功しました。
入れたのか？
はい。今からルートを示すマップをお送りしますので、マスターもこちらへいらしてください。見つかったら危険なのですぐに切りますね。では。
ね、まだおい、クリア。
Immediately after he hangs up, a message comes through. Pretty far, cookies. Oh shit. Okay. He sent me a child's drawing.
こんなの送られても。
I wonder if he actually got inside. I mean, is it that easy? Then again, this is Claire we're talking about.
とにかく行ってみるか。
I put Ren in my bag and leave Glitter. I follow the main street like Claire's map says. What? What was that just now? Something familiar catches my eye, so I turn around to see what it was.
アーバ、どうした？
いや、今クリアがいた気がして。
That slouch and messy hair. Who else could it be? But when I turned to look, he was already gone.
今のはそうだと思ったんだけどな。見間違いかな。
クリアはオーバルタワーにいるんだろ？
だよな。見間違いか。
I screw my head back on and head for the tower. I've been following Claire's map for what feels like hours. Something's wrong.
なあレン、これってオーバルタワーの方向と違くね？
どうやらそのようだな。
I can see Oval Tower to our right, but we're heading left.
そろそろ着くはずなんだけど。
Over Tower. Skeptical as I am, I keep walking until I arrive at the location indicated on Claire's map. Oval Tower, it is not.
何やってんだあいつ。おい、クリア。お前が送ってきたマップ、間違ってるっぽいんだけど。
いえ、そんなことありません。僕はここです。
上？
Look up and gape. A man in a gas mask is waving from a window of the building in front of me. Idiot. The building sign reads Over Tower.
あのバカ。
どうやらタワー違いのようだな。
どうやったらあんなの間違うんだよ。
それについては不明だ。
Glaring at Clear, I raise my coil and take a deep breath.
バカ！とっとと降りてこい！
マスター、そんな。
場所が違うんだっつの。だから早く降りてこい。
There's a pause.
それは本当ですか？
そうだよ。
そんな。
ショック受けるのは後でいいから早く降りろ。
はい。
His mask shape finally disappears from the window. A minute later, dejected Clear trudges out of the entrance to Over Tower.
すみませんでした。
とりあえず一旦グリッターに戻るぞ。
はい。
Clear in tow, I wearily head back the way I came. On our way back to Glitter, I make a point of taking it slow so I can give Clear another lecture. Clear trails behind me. It's almost sad how deflated he is.
本当にすみませんでした。
頼むから気をつけてくれよ。
I'm trying to be as gentle as I can, but internally I'm getting pretty frustrated. I don't have time to be fooling around like this. I need to get to Toei. Toei.
はい。
Clear replies meekly, then suddenly stops. It takes me a moment to notice, so I'm a few steps ahead of him by the time I turn around.
どうした？
Clear is silent and still, almost like he's listening for something.
マスタ
ー。ん？え？
Clear suddenly grabs me by the arm and starts running.
おい、どうしたんだよ。
マスター、逃げましょ
う。逃げる？なんで？
誰かが追ってきています。
追ってきてる？
I look back, but no one else is in sight.
誰もいねえぞ。
少し離れてますが、クス音が聞こえます。一人や二人じゃありません。かなりの大人数です。
ちょっと待てって。
I pull my arm from Clear's grasp. I mean, he just led me on a wild goose chase. I'm not about to take anything he says at face value. Alright. Your death, I guess.
それ本当なのか？勘違いじゃないよな。
違います。本当に聞こえるんです。信じてください。
Come to think of it, this sort of thing's happened before. His hearing's really keen, isn't it? Maybe he's onto something. Yeah, and you're just stupidly standing there. Come on now. If he's wrong again, though, I am going to be pissed.
もう無駄に疲れるのは嫌だからな。
Oh, that's it?
分かってます。だから早く。
Clear whips around, grabs my arm again, and takes off running.
おい、逃げましょう。
We run together down the dark and narrow alley. Clear abruptly stops, changes direction, then stops again.
どうした？
ダメです。人数が多い。囲まれました。
Now I hear them too, footsteps all around us. Men appear at either end of the alley, approaching slowly. There are about 10 of them. They all look like they mean business. At the head of the group is that guy from the other day, the glasses wearing Yakuza.
どうも。
His face is covered with bruises, and his smile is not what you'd call reassuring.
何かされっぱなしってのは性に合わなくてね。丁重にお返ししようと思ってな。おい。
With a jerk of his chin, he signals his men.
やめろ。さ、おとなしくしろ。触んなっつってんだろ。くそ。おい、手伝え。
マスター。
離せ。
I kick several of them away, but there are too many. Soon they have my arms pinned.
マスタ
ー。おっと。大切なマスターを助けたかったらおとなしくしな。そうすれば手は出さねえよ。
本当ですか？
ああ。
クリア、聞くな。
でも、僕がおとなしくしていればマスターが助かります。
バカ。
But it's pointless. Clear stands still and lets them grab him.
さて、俺に一番派手なプレゼントをくれたのはガスマスクくんだったね。
The man walks up to Clear and gets right in his gas-masked face.
まずそのふざけたマスクを取ってもらおうか。
嫌です。
まだ自分の状況が分かってないようだな。おい、しっかり押さえとけ。
He reaches for the gas mask, but just as he's about to pull it off,
嫌ですってば。
Clear knees him in the gut. He doubles over, sputtering, then glares at Clear.
の野郎。
Enraged, the man grabs Clear by the head and smashes his face into the ground.
クリア。
Ooh, oh, ooh, ah. Once Clear is down, the man starts to kick him mercilessly. Sorry. Hold on. Stuff with my glasses. Okay. Others join in. Between their legs, I can see Clear huddled on the ground.
離せ、くそ。離せよ。クリア。
He doesn't have a chance.
このくらいでいいだろう。これ以上やったら殺しちまうからな。
Grinning smugly, he rolls Clear over with his foot. Clear's arms flop to the ground. He's still alive, right? He's okay, right?
クリア。
うちは東江さんと結構仲良くさせてもらっててね。扱いとしては特権階級なんだよ。だから多少は暴れてもお咎めなしだ。喧嘩を売る相手が悪かったな。
くそ。
If I'd listened when Clear said he heard those footsteps, we might have gotten away. Clear was right. It's all my fault. Yeah, it is. I'm not even gonna like try to be like, oh no, it's okay. No, it is your fault. It's your fault. Sometimes you just gotta sit there and listen, even if it sounds stupid, even if, you know, it might be another wild goose chase. Hey, you should listen.
仕上げだ。そのクソマスクを外さずにはいられないようにしてやるよ。
The man pulls a small bottle from his breast pocket. It's filled with a transparent liquid.
これ、なんだと思う？硫酸だ。 たっぷり楽しめ。
I don't know what sulfuric acid does, so I only tell it's bad. He turns the bottle upside down, pouring it out on Clear's head. Ooh. The substance sizzles and smokes where it touches his hair. I'm so scared I can't breathe. My legs are shaking. Clear, no. The awful smell of burning hair and flesh fills the alley. Clear is lying on his back motionless. It must hurt like hell, but he isn't moving.
クリアやだクリア起きろクリア
はい、マスタ
Huh? Clear stands up, his head still smoking.
おい、なんだこいつ。
ー。もうそろそろよろしいでしょうか。マスターを話してください。
Clear calmly approaches the man. The smile has vanished from the gangster's face. He staggers backward.
来るんじゃねえ化け物が化け物だ
The gangsters flee, shrieking like little girls. As their footsteps fade into the distance, I sink to my knees and stare at Clear. The scene I just witnessed was too impossible. It's only by sheer force of will that I managed to get back to my feet.
クリア
はい。
大丈夫かお前
Smoke is still coming off his head. I have to fight to get the words out through my fear.
お前何平然としてるんだよ水で洗い流すとか何かしないととにかく
大丈夫です。
Oops.
そんなわけねえだろ煙出てるし早く
このままで大丈夫です。
そんなこと言ってる場合かいい加減にしろよお前
それは命令ですか。
はい
くらマスターからの命令とはいえそれだけは聞けません。
Clear dashes off.
おい待てクリア
The hell? He ran away? Where is he even going? I chase after him, my thoughts a jumble of confusion. What the hell is he thinking? No way he's fine after that. And now he's running away? Clear's a lot faster than I expected, and I soon lose sight of him. I stop in an alley to get my bearings.
どこ行った
I hear the sound of water flowing. It's coming from the narrow alley to my left. Ooh, that's pretty. The alley opens onto a fountain surrounded by some benches. There's a lump sitting in front of the fountain. I know instantly that it's Clear. Worried he might run again, I approach slowly.
クリア
He twitches, making his silver hair sway. His hair is wet. He must have dunked his head in the water.
お前顔とか頭とか大丈夫か洗い流したんだよな
今洗い流しました。だからもう大丈夫です。
Ah! Not me hitting my head against the mic. Clear answers without looking at me. I crouch down and try to get a better look at him. He still has the gas mask on.
なんでこっち見ないんだよ本当に大丈夫なのか痛くはないんだよな
はい。痛くはありません。
マスクなんで取らないんだ隙間から染みてたりしたらやばいだろ
大丈夫です。後で外して洗いますから。
後で
はい。
He really is acting weird. You just had enough acid poured on your head to make it smoke. How can you possibly be okay after just rinsing it off a little?
痛みを痩せ我慢してるとかじゃないよな
してません。
じゃあなんで今ここでマスクを取って洗わないんだよクリア
マスクを取ってはいけないと言われてるんです。
誰に
おじいさんに。
おじいさん前に一緒に暮らしてたって人か
はい。
おじいさんはなんでそんなこと言ったんだ
For several seconds, I hear nothing but the fountain and the distant music from the street.
おじいさんが 言ってたんです。
人と違う？
はい。僕の顔は人とは違うから見せてはいけないと。僕はきっとすごくおかしな、他の人とは全然違う顔をしてるんです。それこそさっきの奴らが言っていた化け物みたいな。普通ではないんです。だからお願いです、マスター。僕の顔を見ないでください。マスターにだけは嫌われたくないから見られたくないんです。
I gently put my hand on his shoulder. His whole body jumps.
別にお前がどんな顔してようと嫌いになんかならねえよ。
どうして断言できるんですか？マスターは僕の顔を見たことがありません。だから嫌いになるかどうかはわからないはずです。
Claire's voice is hard as ice, and as brittle.
何を根拠にそんなことを言うんですか？いくらマスターでもそれはダメです。いけません。
確かに俺はお前の顔見たことないよ。でもそれって裏を返せば顔とか関係なくお前と一緒にいるってことだし、顔を見なくてもお前がどんなやつなのかは知ってるし、だから今さらお前がどんな顔でも嫌いになんかならねえよ。お前は変なとこがあるしおっちょこちょいだし、わざとやってんのかってくらいボケまくりなとこもあるけど、俺はだから今さらお前の顔が普通と違ってたって中身は俺の知ってるクリアだろ。嫌いになる理由がねえよ。
Claire seems to hesitate and turns to face me just a little.
それは本当ですか？
ああ。
僕がどんな顔でも嫌いにならないって本当ですか？
そうだよ。
信じてもいいんですか？
ああ。
Damn, they kind of went hard on the reflection though. Sorry. I know this is like a very serious moment, but I really just couldn't help but notice the reflection. They really went hard on that. Holy. I lean over to look into Claire's face. I can see his eyes staring back at me through the mask.
俺はお前のマスターなんだろ。
Oh, now you're leaning into it? Okay.
はい。
だったら信じろよ。こんな時だけマスターを信じませんなんて、そんなの悲しいだろ。
Claire says nothing for a moment, then slowly turns the rest of the way toward me.
はい。僕はマスターを信じます。
With a soft, nervous whisper, he reaches for his mask. His white gloved fingers are trembling slightly.
本当に嫌いにならないでくださいね。
ならないよ。
わかりました。
A hint of resolve has entered his voice. Slowly, Claire removes his mask. Is it another one? Oh. It's not. Okay. I stare. His face is perfect, unblemished. The acid didn't burn him at all. Wait, what part of his face is weird? What part am I supposed to hate? Forget weird, he's beautiful. I know that's a weird thing to say about another dude, but there it is. Claire suddenly turns away, a hurt expression on his face. He must have thought my staring meant something bad.
やっぱり変ですよね。
違う。変じゃない。全然。
ちゃんとありますか？
え？
僕の顔ちゃんとありますか？マスターや普通の人と同じものが僕にもありますか？
I reach for his face. Something tells me a gesture will serve better than words.
大丈夫だから。
As he tries to pull away, I gently touch his cheek.
ちゃんとあるよ。目も鼻も口も全部俺と同じだ。
I trace the lines of his face with my fingertips, from the delicate skin of his eyelids down to the bridge of his nose and over his thin lips. He even has 2 moles on his chin.
同じだ。
Timidly, Clear lifts his hands to my cheeks. He runs his fingers toward my eyes, close them, and feel his fingertips slide over my eyelids. Then he draws them down over the bridge of my nose to my lips. I hear him sigh softly as he pats my cheeks and chin like a baby feeling his father's face.
同じ。マスターと同じ。
全く同じ顔って意味じゃないからな。作りが一緒ってこと。
マスタ
Tears well up in his eyes.
ー、もっと言ってください。僕とマスターが同じだって。お願いです。言ってください。
同じだよ。お前はどこも変じゃないし、おかしなところもない。俺、
本当に。
I did it again. Ah!
本当に。
ありがとうございます。
Clear smiles and lowers his head, his eyes still glistening with tears. He looks so helpless like that. I gently embrace his head and stroke his fluffy hair.
お前、マスク取ったんだからちゃんと顔も洗いよ。見た目はなんともなさそうだけど、もし後で何かあったら困るから。
はい。
Clear nods. But I still have questions. The gas mask might have protected his face. What about the rest of him? Those Yakuza kicked the shit out of him. How can he be fine? Still, I can't deny he looks fine. I assumed he was just pretending, but no. There isn't a scratch. In which case, a preposterous thought crosses my mind. It's absurd, the sort of idea that would normally never occur to me. As ridiculous, as impossible as it is, everything I've seen from Clear today makes me think that it could be true. What if? What if Clear's not human? Like you? No, I'm kidding. After that, we head back to Glitter. I immediately send Clear to the bathroom to wash off, just to be sure. I bathe right after him, and afterward I'm so tired I go right to bed. The next day... When I open my eyes, there's a gas mask staring back at me.
おはようございます。
クリア。
Clear lets out a sigh of relief for some reason, then bows and leaves the room. What was that all about? Is he watching me sleep or something? Obviously, this isn't the first time I've thought this, but damn, that guy is weird. I get out of bed and get dressed.
Ren, 行こう。
あ。
I pick up Rin and leave the room. The delicious smell wafts down the hall. Clear must be making breakfast again. I guess he must have rethought the whole banquet thing, because this time, the table is set with a rather conservative menu of toast and salad.
あ、マスター。
Clear is standing behind the bar, neither nude nor wearing an apron this time.
今飲み物を持っていきます。マスターは座っていてください。
おう。
I take a seat on the couch and watch him as he works. Even after showing me his face yesterday, he's still wearing his mask. I guess he just needs more time. I mean, it took a lot of courage for him to show his face that once.
お待たせしました。
A minute later, Clear walks over carrying 2 glasses of milk. He sits them on the table and takes a seat next to me.
さあマスター、どうぞ。
それじゃ、いただきます。
I clap my hands together in front of my face, and spread butter over a slice of toast and put it in my mouth. It's perfectly toasted.
あ、うまい。
よかったです。
Clear bobs his head happily. He doesn't say another word after that. He's been acting really weird today. All because he showed me his face? Take another look at Clear once I finished eating. He's looking down, twiddling his thumbs.
クリア、さ。
はい。
昨日、ごめんな。
何がですか？
ヤクザに追いかけられた時さ、お前はすぐ逃げようって言ってただろ。あの時にさっさと逃げてれば、あんな目に遭わずに済んだんだ。だから、ほんとごめん。
そのことについては気にしていません。謝らないでください。マスターが怪我をしなくて本当に良かったです。
クリア。
Something is just kinda off about him. He seems so innocent. It occurred to me yesterday when he showed me his real face that he's always doing his best to show me how hard he's trying. His real face. Maybe I should just get it over with.
あと、聞いてもいいか？
はい。
やっぱり素顔を見せるのは嫌か
？Claire starts to fidget even more.
嫌なら無理にとは言わねえけど、またお前の顔が見たいって思ってダメか
Long silence passes before Clear speaks.
わかりました。お見せします。
He nods hard, like he's trying to psych himself up before grabbing his mask with both hands.
じゃじゃーん。
The no mask again. If he pulled this gag again before showing me his real face, I'd have called him on it without hesitation. But I just can't do it now.
マスタ
ー？いや、ごめん。いいよ。
いえ、違うんです、マスター。
He must have sensed my disappointment. Starts flailing his arms.
すみません。ほんのジョークのつもりだったんです。やっぱりとっても勇気がいるものですから。
Clear places his hands on his knees.
僕はマスターを信じてますし、昨日マスターが言ってくれたことも本当に嬉しく思いました。でも自分の中では自分の顔に対する不安や恐怖がなかなか消えないと言いますか。ずっとでも
Dang it, I did it again.
お見せします。だから見てください。僕の顔。お願いします。
Clear reaches for the second mask. He slowly removes the mask to reveal a third. Oh, okay. I was about to say, are we gonna get a third? The same face I saw yesterday. Clear looks up at me with obvious concern. He looks so much like a puppy. I smile and pat his head.
大丈夫だって。嫌いになんかならねえから。
本当ですか？
うん。
よかった。
He smiles.
マスタ
ー。ん？
お聞きしたいことがあるんですが、聞いてもいいでしょうか？
He straightens and gives me a serious look.
いいよ。
それでは失礼します。ずっと不思議だったんですが、眠っている時ってドキドキしませんか？
うん？眠ってる時？人が寝てる時か？
いえ、眠る間際と言いますか。眠っている間にもし息が止まってしまっていたらと考えたことはないですか？
I'm sorry. I'm just processing that question. Is he okay?
もし翌日に目を覚まさず 眠ったまま死んでしまっていたらと。
Okay, that one, yeah. Sometimes, maybe. The question takes me a bit off guard.
なくはないけど、ドキドキするほど真面目に考えたことはねえかな。
そうなんですか。どうして？
どうしてって、まあ普通はそんなに考えないと思うけど。
でもそうならないって保証はありません。なのになぜ？人の命、人生には限りがあります。それって恐ろしいことだと思いませんか？
Maybe that's why he was watching him sleep.
終わりが決まってるということを前提に考えてみると、生きてるということ自体に疑問を抱きませんか？
クリア？
生きてるということが何なのか考えたことはありますか？マスターは自分が今どうして生きてるんだと思いますか？
How am I supposed to respond to that? Yeah. You want to talk about it, honey? You want to talk about it?
お前、何か不安なのか？
不安？
Yeah.
今の聞いてると、お前がすごく怖がってるような感じがする。
怖がってる？僕が？違います。
No,
怖がってなんかいません。
I think you're pretty afraid.
じゃあ、なんでそんなこと聞くんだ？
Peter's eyelashes cast delicate shadows on his cheek.
人はいずれ死にます。だからそれまでに自分の人生を精一杯謳歌したいってそう思うものでしょ。でも何をしても結局死へ向かっていくことに変わりはないんですよね。最終的にはみんな死んでしまうわけで、死んだら機械や物と同じになる。それでも生きているうちに何かしたくてもがいてあがく。ではそこまでして残したいものって何なんでしょう？自分が生きたという証ですか？でもその証って何のために残すんでしょう？それってただの自己満足ではないんでしょうか？
I think I know what he's trying to say. I don't. What is the meaning of life? What does it mean to die? Does anyone out there truly know the answers to these questions? You can't exactly talk with people who've died. Some people say you go to heaven when you die. Some people say you go to hell. But none of them have seen it for themselves. No one really knows what's waiting for them.
なんだろうな。俺にもわかんねえよ。つか、それを答えられるやつなんていないと思う。でも、生きてるってのは多かれ少なかれ自己満足なんだって俺は思うけど。
そうですよね。
中には他人のために全てを捧げられるって人もいるけど、大体は自分の人生を最高のものにしようって考えるだろう。でもそう思うのはやっぱり死んだ後のことが想像できないから怖いってのもあるんじゃねえかな。
想像できないから？
ああ、自分が死んだ後、この世から消滅した後に何が起きてどうなるのかなんてわかんねえだろ。想像はできても確かめることができない。もう死んでるんだからさ。だからせめて少しでも多く生きている間に自分の証を残そうとする。自分が消えてしまった後も自分が生きてた証が残るんだと信じて。それって死が想像できない怖いもんだと思うからそうなるんじゃねえかな。だから生きることに必死になる。でも死が恐ろしいってのも人によるんだと思う。生きるって 何も毎日楽しいことばかりじゃないしな。死にたくなるほど嫌なことも起きたりするし、そういう時死って人によっては全てから解放してくれるもんになるんじゃねえかなって思う。
解放ですか。
なあ、地獄の手先みたいな死が天国からの救世主みたいに見えることもあるんじゃねえかってこと。だから結局は捉え方次第なんだよな。何をどう思うかって、それを決めてるのは一人一人の脳みその中の話なんだからさ。でもまあ、俺は生きている間は少しでも楽しいことしとこうって思うよ。明日いきなり事故で死んじまうかもしれないし。
Claire just gazes at me for a moment. Sorry, it's like, I would have said some stuff, but I'm like, you know what? Nah. Bro's got it. Bro's got it. Looks like he's trying his damnedest to understand what I just said.
それはつまり、マスターも僕と一緒にいる方が死ぬよりは楽しいということでいいんでしょうか。
I don't know where you got that from, but yeah.
なんか随分話がぶっ飛んだな。でもまあ間違ってねえよ。嫌なやつとずっと一緒にいられるほど俺も気長くないし。
True.
そうですか。わかりました。
Claire nods a few times, like it finally makes sense to him. But then he smiles softly.
マスターは僕が知らなかったことを教えてくれます。マスター？
Claire's voice snaps me out of my daze. I let his smile distract me for a second there.
どうかしましたか？
あ、いや、初めて笑った顔見たなと思って。
すみません。変でしたか？
I quickly shake my head.
全然。
そうですか。よかった。
Claire smiles relieved. He looks at me like he has something to ask.
マスター、お願いがあるのですが。
ん？
歌を聴いてもらえますか？
Sure.
歌？
はい。僕に新しいことを教えてくれるマスターへ感謝を込めて歌を歌いたいんです。いいでしょうか？
ああ。
I wonder what kind of song he'll sing. Claire takes a deep breath and starts to sing. Is it like an actual song or... Okay, we don't actually get to hear anything. That's okay. A delicate melody flows from his lips. His serene voice fills my heart with calm. I take deep breaths as if drinking in the music. And then, the words just spill from my mouth.
俺、お前の歌、好きだよ。
Claire stops singing and looks at me happily.
おじいさんも僕が歌うといつも喜んでくれました。だからマスターにも喜んでもらいたいと思って歌いました。喜んでもらえたならこんなに幸せなことはありません。
Claire starts to sing again. Ren is sitting next to me, relaxed with his eyes closed. His ears prick up from time to time. Ren is so cute. As I listen to Claire's song, I think back to the question that crossed my mind yesterday. What if Claire isn't human? It doesn't matter. I mean, look at me. I have this weird power to control people with my voice. It doesn't matter what Claire is. Whatever he is, I like his song. I give myself over to the melody, and for a short while, all my troubles are forgotten. Afterward, feeling relaxed, I turn on the TV to see if I can find any news on Toei. But the channels are full of the usual bullshit.
大した番組はやってねえな。
そうですね。
Just as I'm about to turn off the TV, I hear a strange tune, part of a program praising the virtues of Platinum Jail. Ow. Sorry. I know it wasn't actually me, but it's like, oh, that looked like it hurt. Suddenly, the room is spinning around me. I cling to the back of the couch to support myself.
マスター、大丈夫ですか？どうしたんですか？
頭が。
Turn it off! It feels like it's gonna explode. A wave of nausea hits me. I'm seeing double, triple. I can't keep my eyes open.
この曲。
Clear grabs the remote and shuts off the TV.
大丈夫ですか、マスター。とりあえず休んでください。
I lie down on the couch with Clear's help, my skin clammy with sweat. The blood vessels in my head feel like barbed wire, slicing my brain to pieces.
さっきの曲、あれは大ミュージックです。
Is it gonna kill me?
聞いた人間の耳から脳へ浸透し、文字通り染め上げてしまう音楽のことです。
Okay.
なんだよ、そりゃ。
普通の人間は大ミュージックに気づくことはありません。いつの間にか染められてしまっている。
I guess I'm not normal.
染められるって何に？
You're not a normal human.
あの音楽を流した者の意志にです。
遠いか。
はい。ただマスターには特殊な力があります。なので、おそらく大ミュージックに対する拒絶反応が起きたんだと思います。
I can't believe they're playing something like that on TV. I'm sure it's not just the music. Toei probably has traps like that set up all over the place. If normal people can't notice it, all the people in Platinum Jail might already be under Toei's control. Still, something else is bugging me.
お前、なんでそんなに詳しいんだ？
それは。
Clear hesitates.
なぜでしょう。僕にもよくわかりません。勝手に口から出てきました。おじいさんに教えてもらったのかもしれません。
I don't get the sense that Clear is lying. Now I have to wonder who Clear's grandpa really was. Before I can ask though, fresh pain interrupts my thoughts.
てて、くそー、まだ痛えな。
音楽自体は聴覚から体内に入り込んでいますから、効果が少し残ってしまってるのでしょう。マスターの気分が早く良くなるように、僕ができることをします。目をつぶって楽にしていてください。
Close my eyes, take a deep breath and relax my body. And then, I hear the gentle sound of Clear's voice. He's singing a sweet and gentle melody, like a lullaby to calm a child. The headache fades as I listen. I feel myself drifting. Clear's voice is so pretty. That's the last thought that enters my mind before I fall asleep. Ayo, can you do like die music too? I shoot up on the sofa. How long was I out? When I look at my coil, I'm relieved to see that only 15 minutes have passed. The headache is gone. Clear's song really worked wonders. Wait, where is he? I don't see him anywhere. Ren's gone too. Maybe they went downstairs. As I get up off the couch, I hear voices from downstairs.
どうしてあなたはマスターをマスターと呼ばないのですか？
どういうことだ？
I peer over the handrail.
あなたはマスターのオールメイトなんですよね。つまりあなたを所有しているのはマスターということになる。
そうだ。
それならばマスターと呼ぶべきではないのですか？
Really told me not to.
関係性としてはさっき言っていたことでほぼ間違いないが、青葉は青葉だ。マスターと呼ぶ必要は特にない。
Honestly, Ren's thinking... I like it. It's like, bro, she's Aoba.
そうでしょうか。それではまるであなたとマスターが対等のように聞こえます。でもそれは違うでしょう。
その件に関しては、俺ではなく青葉の捉え方の問題だ。 俺はそれに従っているに過ぎない。
そうですか。僕にはどうも納得がいきません。
青葉には青葉という名前がある。
Drew.
でもマスターはマスターなんです。
This conversation is going nowhere. Claire calls me master because he decided, for one reason or other, that I'm his master. But I guess that means he'd call any master, not just me. Well, like, take Mr. Haka. I call him boss, which is kind of the same thing, right? No big deal. Downstairs, the argument continues. I decide to head down and break the stalemate.
お前ら、何くだらない話してるんだよ。
マスター。
青葉。
今の話、聞いてましたか？
まあ、聞いてたっつうか、聞こえてきたっつうか。
それならマスターはどう思われますか？僕とレンさんのマスターに対する呼び方について。
好き好きでいいと思うけど。
Pretty much, if you want to call me master, call me master. If he wants to call me Alba, call me Alba. I really don't care.
好き好きとは。
お前が俺をマスターって呼びたきゃそう呼べばいいし、俺としては名前で呼ばれた方がいいけどな。
そうですか。
逆に聞くけど、お前は俺以外の人間がマスターでもマスターって呼ぶのか？
それは。
Claire considers this for a moment.
そうですね。マスター以外の人がマスターになるというのがそもそも考えられませんが。
So instead of master, it's going to be Master Alba. Okay. I already see it.
もしそういう状況になった場合は、マスターと呼びます。
だよな。
何かおかしなことを言ったでしょうか？
いや、ほら、これはあくまで個人的な話だけど、俺の名前は青葉だろ？
はい。
マスターってのは他の誰かにも当てはまるもんだし、それがちょっと寂しいなと思っただけっつうか。
寂しいですか？
ああ。でも気にすんな。お前はお前でいつも俺のことちゃんと考えてくれてるんだもんな。
もちろんです。
その気持ちだけで十分だし。さ、準備してそろそろ出ようぜ。
はい。
Though he still seems unconvinced, Claire heads upstairs. It really doesn't bother me that much. I just hope Claire doesn't worry about it too much either. I pick Ren up and head back upstairs to get ready. As I'm getting ready to leave, I hear some sounds coming from the first floor.
なんだ?
I open my door a bit to see what's going on. Ren slips out through the gap, then returns a few seconds later.
青葉、クリアが外へ行ったようだ。
え?
I pick up Ren, put him in my bag, and poke my head into Claire's room. It's empty.
何やってんだあいつ。
Where did he go? When I step outside, a wet smell fills my nose. It's gonna rain soon.
向こうから音が聞こえる。
Ren pops out of my bag, ears twitching. It's coming from an alley next to Glitter. I run down the alley until it hits a corner. As I round the corner, I stop dead in my tracks. Is it them again? A silver-haired figure stands in the shadows. Clear? Wait, there's more than one. 3 to be exact. 3 almost identical figures. One has his back to me, and the other 2 are facing my direction. For an instant, I'm sure I have to be hallucinating. Both of them have Clear's face. The only difference is their clothes.
どうなってんだ?
The third figure turns at the sound of my voice. Another Clear. When that Clear sees me, he runs to my side.
Master!
Clear? Those 2 also look like Clear. The 2 in the back start to laugh.
マスターだって聞いた？あれがあいつのマスターだってさ。マスター、 すみません。マスターを巻き込むつもりじゃ。
Clear standing next to me lowers his eyes apologetically. This has to be the real Clear. There's something different about his expressions and mannerisms. Plus, he has 2 moles on his chin. So what does that make the 2 smirking over there?
おい、いい加減目を覚ませよ。
One of the other 2 sighs, a hand on his hip.
さっきも言っただろ。マスターはそいつじゃない。俺たちのマスターは東映だって。
東映
I tense up. I wasn't expecting to hear that name. Clear frowns and glares at the copies of himself.
違う。僕のマスターはこの人。青葉さんだけだ。
こいつマジで壊れてる。
The 2 Clears exchange a shrug, then turn to look at me.
壊れちゃったなら回収して修理しないとな。でもその前に一つ試したいことがある。あの人間、あいつを染めちゃえば話は早いんじゃないかってね。
Hey! I was right! He can die! wait, I meant die like D-Y-E. Like what he said here, D-Y-E. I knew it! That's the only explanation why he would know something like that. He can do it himself. Like, think about it. I forgot what he said about dying, but basically it affects you through your ears, and he can sing really well, so it's like, you know, 2 and 2 together.
ダメだ。許さない。
うるさいよ。黙ってろ。
Oh, I like this. One of them takes a step toward me. He opens his mouth and takes a deep breath. Plug those ears!
やめろ!
But even as Clear shouts, the man begins to sing. His voice is clear, almost terrifyingly so. It pierces me like a sharp blade is digging into my skull.
くそ、また。
It's just like what happened when I heard that song on TV. Splitting pain in my skull drops me to my knees. The sound surrounds me, crashing in from all sides. It's like being trapped on a boat in a storm.
Master!
I can't respond. I can only writhe in agony.
その歌を今すぐやめろ!
The 3rd Clear watches me giggling. Bro, don't just giggle. Friend desperately tugs at my clothes, trying to keep me conscious. Man. The song forces its way through my ears, making it impossible to think. This must be die music. I hear feet strike the ground, followed by a rush of air. Clear darts through my blurry vision. He knocks the singing Clear away, and the song stops. What? Unless I'm seeing things, sparks just flew from Clear's arm.
あらら、やっちゃった。
The one who was singing shrugs and lets out an annoyed sigh. The singing has stopped, so while the headache persists, I can at least think again. Clear staggers backward, clutching his arm.
Clear!
Ren helps push me up. I stand and run over to Clear. I grab Clear's shoulders to support him as he sways. The right arm of his coat is burned and tattered. I guess I didn't imagine those sparks earlier.
Clear! 大丈夫か? マスター、すみません。大丈夫です。
ねえ、お前。自分が何やったのか分かってるよな。
I wonder how many of them there are. Is there like a horde of them? Clear's eyes blaze with anger.
言われなくても自分の体でしっかり思い知ってるか。どうすんの？もう止められないよ。ほんとバカだな。
お前の歌を止めることでマスターを助けられたからいいんだ。
バカだね。ほんと完全に壊れてる。手の打ちようがないよ。
I love how like the third one is just not saying anything. He's just there for decoration. Like, this guy's doing all the yapping, the other one's just there. He sighs, laughs melodically as he returns to his partner's side. The partner that hasn't done a thing.
ま、これでお前の回収修理っていうのもなしになっちゃったわけだし、俺たちはそろそろ行くよ。その偽マスターさんもさ、もうすぐ開かれるイベントでどうせ染められちゃうから、今助けたのも無駄になるだけだよ。
イベント？
You forgot about that, huh? The thing Granny mentioned, they're going to use that music there. Hell, that might be only the beginning.
染められちゃったら、お前ら人間はみんな俺たちの下僕だから。楽しみだね。
おい待て!
The two other clears glance at us then walk off, casually down the alley.
Alba, 追うか?
No.
いや、いい。
They're already gone. I turn to Clear. Clear is holding his injured arm. It seems like he's in pain. When I see his arm, I gasp. Something is dripping through his fingers. Blood.
お前それ?
I reach up, but Clear pulls away. Nah, man. You are hurt. Let me see. I'm a little surprised he tried to pull away from me, but I grab his arm anyway.
おい!
すみません。でも大丈夫です。
大丈夫じゃねえだろ。顔色も悪いし、フラフラしてるし。クリア。
Clear is staring at his feet, clutching his arm. The air around us has grown even more humid. Raindrops begin to fall on my cheeks.
すみません。マスターを巻き込みたくはなかったんですが。
Clear's voice is so weak that the sound of the rain almost drowns it out.
さっきの奴ら、何だったんだ? お前と同じ顔してた。
So that's why his grandpa said, yeah, you look strange. It was like, what do you call it? Protective measure? Because he figured, he's, ow! My elbow. He's a runaway from Toei Corporation. So he was like, you keep that on, nobody will recognize you.
あいつらは
My brothers. Clear doesn't continue. The rain gradually grows louder.
マスター、もうお気づきですよね。僕が人間ではないってこと。僕は作られた人工生命体です。型番があり、原型もある。つまりあいつらは僕の仲間です。
I didn't realize he was still speaking. The thought has occurred to me that Clear might not be human, and seeing those sparks fly out of his arm pretty much confirmed it. But there's something about hearing him say it.
僕たちは東映の研究によって作られました。だからあいつらが言っていたマスターは東映というのは正しいんです。それに東映の研究ご存知ですよね。人の心を意のままに操るための研究。だから僕たちもそのために作られた存在なんです。さっき彼らの一人が大ミュージックを歌っていましたが、それが僕たちの主な能力です。
So wait, how come when Clear does it, it doesn't hurt Alba, but when they do it, it does. So what's the difference here?
マスターの持っている声の特性とほぼ同質のものです。僕たちの場合は人工物ですが。
Wait, so Alba's isn't artificial? Huh? What? Okay, y'all gonna have to explain a whole lot. Because what you mean Alba's isn't artificial? So you're saying this man... So you're saying there are other people in the world who can literally just control people with their voice. And that's like not an artificial thing. What the hell?
もしかしてそれでお前も歌を？
はい。ただしさっき僕が歌ったのは 大ミュージックを相殺する作用のある歌です。もちろん僕も大ミュージックを歌うことができます。信じられなくなりましたよね、僕のこと。
Peter looks away sadly. Rain runs down his cheeks. It beats down on my head too, sucking the heat from my body.
そのことずっと黙ってたのか。
I mean, wouldn't you? Like, if Bro just came out of nowhere saying, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm from Toei Corporation and I can do dye music that'll control your mind," I don't think you'd want to be near him.
いえ、こんなことを言っても信じてもらえないかもしれませんが、僕もずっと忘れていました。というより、自分自身に何も疑問を持ってなかったんです。特に疑問を抱く必要もなかったから。でもさっき彼らに呼ばれて顔を突き合わせた時に認識しました。
Well, I guess it makes sense. That his home was basically in the North Quarter, because that's close to where Platinum Jail is. Yeah, okay.
僕は彼らと同じ存在だと。僕たちはマスターにとって敵が開発した道具です。僕だってもしかしたらスパイかもしれないし、今までも監視していたと疑いをかけられても仕方がありません。でも今そう思われることを承知の上で打ち明けました。それは真実を隠すことなく伝えた上でマスターと向き合いたかったからです。
Water dripping from his hair, Peter looks at me again. His eyes shine with resolve in the darkness.
僕があなたをマスターだと認識したのはその声のせいです。僕たちや東映と同じ人の心を操る能力を持つ声だから。ただし僕たちや東映の声は人工の産物です。マスターは違う。不思議ですよね。人間でありながら声の力を持つマスターは僕たちと違うのか同じなのか。僕がマスターにたくさんの質問をしたとき、マスターは答えてくれました。そして僕の知らない答えをくれました。僕の知らない考えや答えをくれる。それは僕を育ててくれたおじいさんも一緒でした。
Wait, did they give him moles just so we'd be able to differentiate him from the other clears?
知らないことを知ると目の前に光が差し込むような気持ちになります。そしてもっと話を聞きたい、もっと一緒にいたいと思うんです。だから僕はこう思います。マスターはやっぱり人間で、僕は人工物なんです。でも僕がマスターと一緒にいたいと思う気持ちは嘘ではありません。僕の本当のマスターは東映なのかもしれませんが、やっぱり僕のマスターはあなたしかいません。全てを認識した今でも僕のその気持ちは変わりません。彼らは僕が壊れてるんだと言ってましたが、それでもいいんです。だから僕はあなたを騙すようなことは一切していません。もちろんこれからも。それだけはどうか信じてください。
With a sorrowful echo, his last few words vanish into the rain. I find myself clutching the front of my jacket. It hurts to see him like that. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't shocked to hear that Clear was created by Toei. Clear's fears are not unfounded. The thought that he might be deceiving me has crossed my mind. But no, I can't believe that. If there's any part of his story I doubt, it's that he's artificial at all. He just looks so human, standing there in the rain, spilling his guts to me.
クリア、お前バカだな。
マスタ
ー。お前、俺がそんな薄情なやつだと思ってるのかよ。
Clear frowns, biting his lip. Then, as if struck by a sudden inspiration, he rummages through his pockets. After a moment, he pulls out an umbrella.
雨に濡れると風邪をひきます、マスター。
I have to laugh a little. It's just so like him. He opens the umbrella and offers it to me. Even now, he's still thinking of me first. He really is the Clear I know.
僕、あなたがマスターで本当に良かったです。ありがとうございます。
大げさだな。
嘘偽りのない気持ちです。
あんまりはっきり言われると照れるな。
あ、そうだ。
He rummages around in his pockets again.
マスク、マスク。
He comes up with his gas mask. How do those pockets even work? While I marvel at this mystery, Clear looks me straight in the eye.
マスター。いえ、
Clear looks away.
どうした？
Yeah, tell me, what's up?
もう一つだけお願いがあったことを思い出しました。いいでしょうか？
うん。
僕、さっきついマスターの名前を呼んでしまったのですが。
え？
You didn't even hear it? He did? Was it when he was talking with those other Clears? I didn't notice at all, the situation being what it was.
もう一度、名前を呼んでもいいですか？マスターではなく、名前を。
That's cute.
いいえ。呼ばせてください。
Asking permission to use his name. Crazy. His words remind me of the conversation he had with Ren and Glitter. Clear argued that it was only natural to call his master Master. He couldn't understand why Ren calls me by my name. But now that very same Clear is asking to use my name. This is a pretty big deal, right? If Clear is recognizing me not as his master but as all but that means.
ダメですか？
全然ダメじゃない。
本当に？
うん。
ありがとうございます。
Clear looks me right in the eyes and slowly brings his face close to mine.
青葉さん。好きです。
Okay. Me too. My eyes go wide at the unexpected confession.
お前、何言って。
すみません。でも自然と言いたくなったんです。それが僕の今の気持ちだと、そう思いました。
Okay. Oh. I didn't expect that. A shadow falls over my eyes as Clear finishes speaking. Oh no, I did it! I did it! No! And then I feel something soft against my lips. It's probably only a few seconds at most, but it feels like ages before Clear pulls his lips away. His eyes spill from our lips.
キスしてしまいました。
Yes! He was there! Clear whispers nervously. Something about this simple statement makes me feel painfully shy.
そういうこと言うなっつの。
すみません。
謝らなくていいから。
はい。
We speak in whispers, unable to look each other in the eye. I'm pretty surprised he gives me, but the most shocking thing was his declaration of love.
なあ、俺も聞いていいか？
はい。
さっきの好きって、あれ、どういう意味なんだ？
あれは。
Clear pauses for a moment, then shifts his eyes to my face.
大切な人としてって意味です。
マスターとして？
それもありますが、青葉さんという一人の人間としてという意味合いの方が強いです。守りたい人、失いたくない人、かけがえのない人、ずっとそばにいたい人、そんな気持ちを込めています。
そうか。
Aww. I'm getting more and more embarrassed. Claire's confession took me off guard, but I guess to him, using my name carries every bit as much weight. To be honest, I'm not really sure how I feel about Claire yet. But oddly enough, I can't say I hated it when he kissed me and told me he loved me. He looks terribly anxious. Though still uncertain of my feelings, I reach out to gently stroke his hair.
ありがとな。
Claire's face softens into a smile.
こちらこそ、そばに置いてもらえるだけで嬉しいのに、本当にありがとうございます。
His sincerity makes my heart ache. Claire expects nothing from me. He just wanted to convey his love, nothing more. Actually, that actually kind of makes me a bit sad too. Like, dang. He's like, I don't care if you don't like or love me back. I just want you to know. I'm still gonna do all these wonderful things for you. Ooh, I feel ache too. But something about that makes me kinda sad. It makes me want to give him something in return. But I can't find the words. I'm still not sure how I feel. So instead of words, I answer with a hug. Claire tenses up at first before leaning hesitantly into me. He's warm, where our bodies touch, just as warm as any human being, and it stopped raining. So what if he's a machine? That doesn't matter. I squeeze Claire tightly before pulling away. The rain is beginning to let up a bit.
もう大丈夫そうですね。
Claire closes the umbrella.
そうだな。
An awkward tension fills the air. We find ourselves staring at our shoes. Just then my coil beeps. I have a message. Haga? Huh?
招待状?
This one's black. What is this? This time it's an invitation to Oval Tower. Oh dear.
タワーへ招待って。
罠でしょうね。塔への。
Yeah. Claire's expression has turned serious.
さっきの彼らが僕のことを報告したんでしょう。
青葉、行くのか?
Of course I am. Probably a trap like Claire said. Those two must have told Toei about my voice. I mean, Toei has known about Scrap for ages, but now he knows exactly how Scrap works. He wants to get his hands on me as soon as possible. But that doesn't matter. The fact is, I need to get to Toei too. In which case, might it not make sense to walk right into his trap? Whether we take the bait or not, it's all over if Toei gets to hold his celebration.
行ってみよう。罠かもしれないけど、逆に言えば東映に会うチャンスでもある。
わかった。
レンさん、大丈夫です。僕が必ず青葉さんを守りますから。
Claire confidently thumps a fist against his chest.
そうだな。
Why that long pause? Red?
何ですか今の沈黙は。
That's what I'm saying.
気にするな。
We're gonna worry about it.
それじゃ、行くぞ。
はい。
Claire staggers, clutching his arm, the same arm that was sparking earlier.
大丈夫か?
すみません。大丈夫です。行きましょう。
辛くなったらすぐ言えよ。
はい。
I'm worried about Claire, but we need to get going. We start toward the tower. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna end it here actually. Because I also have to combine this with the first part that I recorded. Alrighty. So let's do that. If I recall, it's B. Yep. Okay. Exit and then T. Oh my god, I remember. Nice. Alright guys. So that's gonna be the end for this video. Obviously, when you reach this part, you've probably already seen the first part and heard all the noise that was in the background. But again, thank you guys for making it this far. Finally got another video uploaded. Don't know how much we have left of Dramatical Murder, because it seems to be moving pretty, what's the word? Not quickly, but at a fast pace, I guess. I don't know how to make it like not sound like it's moving like very fast, you know what I'm saying? Like, not a slow pace, not like a okay pace, but like faster than like okay. Okay. I mean, there does have a nice face, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, but I'm still curious about the whole like how Alba's voice is like a natural thing. Like, that kind of implies that there are like other people like him out there, right? Like other people who just like have like a natural ability. So it just kind of makes me wonder how, like how does a person get that kind of ability that it's like natural and not like artificially made? Because like I thought it would be like something like kind of artificially made, you know? I don't know. Maybe they'll explain more as we go along. But hey, at least I was right about something about Clear. That he can do die music. But yeah, enough yapping because I'll be here yapping forever. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one, and yeah.